Doing this right now. We have
Attention, Rotgrind
shut up.
workers. Attention, Rotgrind workers. Are you ready to play in our excellent tabletop RPG adventure called Rotgrind, A World of Decay?
Yes, Zorducat.
Yes.
Alrighty then, everyone. Let's get ready for another episode of Run Grind.
It's man.
Did the show.
I know what I want to know.
Yep.
Like if somebody's like in their car and they're like, it's like, hey man, you like Pathfinder? And they're like, oh man, yeah, you told me about the game. It's like, well, I found these goobers on the internet and I think you'll like them too. And every start is this.
Yeah.
Every start, the guy just looks at them, sidelines. You're showing your friend this video and you keep looking at their reaction, hoping they like it. This is the show just summarized. Yeah, like, you're gonna like it.
True.
Right?
We get our money's worth here.
I will endeavor to sabotage this endeavor at every endeavor.
And the polls are in, by the way.
Oh yes.
Oh, good. The polls are in.
Well,
congratulations.
Sacrifice on the pyre.
Yeah, we put a poll in Twitch to see which of us would you cannibalize, and at 6% is Hulky, 6% is Earndil, which even voting, 17% is Speaker, 23% is Thurston, and I'm apparently at 49%.
Yeah.
They would all eat me alive first, so.
Well, Zoran,
you are a bear.
Since you are the chosen sacrifice for our appetites, I would give you the option of telling us how you would like to be prepared.
Can we not?
Bit over.
Fine.
Assume the bit, streamer. But along with the bits and everything else, this show and everything else, all the funnies, everything else that comes together cannot even happen without all the amazing players we have here today. And one of them, we'll start from left to right as we usually do, is Odoroshirider.
Hello, it's me. I'm Odo. I play Valli, the sylph swashbuckler, and today I'm in your backyard playing with your dog.
I don't have a dog.
You do now.
Dog-shaped animal.
Speaking of where that theme song came from, where a bunch of people are now too young to remember what that is, HulkyKrow, the Eldritch Horror.
I don't think I have that title. I think that belongs to somebody else we were. But all the same, hello. It is me. I'm HulkyKrow. Today I will be, as I often do, playing the Kenrasu cleric Rehua. I guess he's a bit eldritch in his own right. And I want you to know that all of this show, everything we offer you could be yours. If you have enough rupee.
Do you have enough rupees, John? Do you have enough rupees, listeners? But of course, the one who might just have enough to pay HulkyKrow was who's next up is Earndil.
Yeah, my name is Earndil. The reason I might be able to pay that much is because not only today am I playing Baldric, but in the last episode they also freed my other alternate character, Victrix, and they combined have many dollars, and that's very good. Both are humans, by the way. Oh, I wanted to quash that real quick because everyone seems to be confused as to the ancestry of the characters who you can't see their faces. They're humans. I'm sorry to disappoint you. They're humans.
Allegedly.
They're apes.
Allegedly.
They're apes, but not the NFT kind.
We all know that Victrix is like 3 or 4 kobolds stacked on top of each other.
She will gut you.
I'd
will gut
let
you
her.
with the blunt end of her glaive.
I'd let her.
You remember that either like the Mandalorian thing of the little like dudes that like help make the little robots, or Men in Black where like it opens up the head and there's like the little guy piloting inside with the whole humanoid body. That's currently our next one, Speaker D.
That's true. The galaxy rests on Orion's belt. Hi, everybody. I'm Speaker D. I play Tannhauser. He's a Magus. He's a robot. He's everything in the fucking world right now all at once. And I'm so delighted to be here with all of you. Have a blessed day.
You know what's really funny, Speaker? We were discussing behind the scenes with some of the other groups of like, oh man, we could play this class and this class. And nearly every single person always falls into a Magus going, well, I want to be a warrior and cast magic. And I'm like, we already have a Magus in nearly every other show. So everyone's following.
It's good to be the king. Or, well, I guess in this case, the chairman of the Revolutionary Committee.
And of course, the next one that we have, the one that will torture us all, the one who will lead us through the rotting of grinds and make our adventures super grim and super dark, is our resident game master, Thurston Nealman.
Hello. Sorry, I heard chairman and I just remembered us playing
The
Dark Side
chairman
together.
The glorious chairman.
Yeah, the glorious. Never forget the chairman. Hi, everybody. It's me. Yeah, it's Thirsty. We're going to play games. I'm very excited. We're getting to the end of the second adventure. Oh, my God. Maybe their time in the swamp will be at an end, or maybe the entire third, fourth, and fifth adventure will just explore more of the swamp, and the party will forever be trapped in this swamp. Oh, God.
Thurston,
Forever.
pay me $5.
My end game is to become a bog body.
You will be. You will be. if
I
you
will
die
keep
in.
my $5. Thank you very much.
It's the new swimsuit line, Bog Body.
True.
You gotta get your bog
worked
body
hard.
ready for the swamp festival. Come on,
You
girl,
mummify.
let's get it. But I am your host. I'm not really your host. There's the host. Sorry, I'm the one who does all the shit in the background. I'm ZoranTheBear. I'm currently playing the Strix Druid Oran, and we're all level 7 for people who are listening on podcasts, in which we appreciate it for people who do listen to some podcasts and stuff. Which you can always listen to us on audio forms and stuff. In the description of every single video we have the podcast versions there. But of course, to really help us out, you can always watch us on YouTube and get a narrative declaration, or watch us live on Twitch to interact with us live. We do these live. We don't do it pre-recorded. Like, in fact, I can read chat right now. I know Cabal's in there. I just saw Whitechapel just time to disgustingly moisten the shirt contest. You know, that shit gets said in Twitch. So you can all come interact with us live and help us out live with the hero point system we have. If you do exclamation point hero points in chat, you'll see that your bit donations on Twitch go to fill up the bars here. They're not our HP bars or our levels. They are our hero point bars. They allow us to reroll d20s, and just a little bit of that always goes to Thurston's bar, which is the villain point bar. He gets to re-roll all the d20s and stuff that that creatures do. So it's always a case of oh noes. Anytime it happens. And of course, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/narrative declaration, where you can submit complications to mess us up when we roll a natural 1 that we cannot re-roll, along with getting exclusive MP3 stuff and video stuff before it goes live on YouTube, and a bunch of other goodies, like amazingly professionally produced PDFs that Thurston and his partner, Two Tell Stories, bust their ass offs making. So thank you to everyone for that. And now, Thurston, what adventure do you have for us today?
Well, you see, before that, I want to see who wants to recap last week or last session,
I
Yeah.
can do that.
or a
Unless
hero
someone else-
point.
Someone else wants to.
There's a hero point on the line.
I'll do it.
All right, you
Oh.
do it.
All right.
Remember,
All right.
what's the conditions? Do we want to do a condition or just let them try?
I believe I will hear what Speaker Yarn has to weave, and
Okay.
I will judge if it is worthy of the hero point in question.
Very good. Very good.
That's very intently.
If I may give my oration.
I'll give you music.
This recap is told from the perspective of Cousin Billimus 5 years after the events. Well, boy, I tell you what, my good old my buddy would tell me all about this big old event that was going on down in the middle of the swamps. You see, he was on an adventure with a bunch of folks in the middle of the swamps, and they went up into this big old place that was full of children of the blaze, and they had this big old confusing, weird little game that they were doing where they would be sticking these bombs on the back of this frog man and putting it underneath all the bridges. So they did it. They were sneaking around in the marshlands, letting this little frog man plant the bombs. And when the bombs were planted, boy, let me tell you, things went crazy, because all of a sudden the big attack started happening. Everybody started moving very, 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 very fast and tactically. You see, Tannhauser, he was the robot fella. Well, he went and got a grapple gun and he shot it at a tree and he zipped right up to it. Well, Valli, she was this blue little swashbuckler. Well, she went right up to the big tower that was built there, built out of swamp juice and bamboo, and stuck in there and found an elf named Dushelf, an elf named Prance Dushelf the elf, who they got into a fight about because at one point this elf had betrayed our good friend Valli by killing her dead, stone dead. So at that point, the fight got brutal and everyone started doing crazy things. All of a sudden, this big old tree fella they'd got named Rehua, all of a sudden a bunch of creatures started coming down and lifting him up because like he was some kind of king or something. He was king of the sorcerers. And so when he went over there, then that's when it started getting crazy, because then we took out Prance Dushelf. We started taking out all of those other little fellas. By we, I mean they. This is the point of the story. And at one point, Prance Dushelf the elf met his end. But it wasn't quite the end, because then he caught on fire, and the second phase of this big old legendary battle began. And at this point, I gotta tell you, son, from what I hear, it was legendary. Let me tell you something. He started running around like a bat on fire, and it had to be one of the most brutal battles in the warrior's entire life. I'm not talking about the warriors that are heroes of the story, though. I'm talking about Prance Dushelf the elf, who was on fire, and it was brutal, and it was painful, and he was not very good at anything else other than screaming and running around, and eventually all the rest of them fellas was turned into toasty s'mores.
I'll take your hero points away.
Thank you.
I was about to say, Speaker, you're rotten 2 now.
Thank you.
Finally, somebody else.
Can I put you at negative hero points? I can.
Seriously, Speaker,
Here,
did you enjoy
99.
watching Knives Out recently? I'm very, very curious.
Listen, I didn't watch any Knives Out. What I do watch religiously, though, are Cajun cooking channels.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that checks out.
Chat, I'm sorry, I just had an aneurysm. What just happened?
I gotta ask you, fellas. I do declare, where are my hero points? I need a
-9. Wow.
-9 hero points.
99.
Oh wow, yeah, that number does go off. Okay, shit.
Oh my god.
The
Whoa,
entire-
hi cat. Fuck,
there's this,
holy
like-
shit, jumped on the desk.
The entire time remind me, I can't remember the YouTube channel, but there's like this like old Western ranch guy who does like cooking videos now and everything. He's like, well, out here in the country, we got ourselves a cowboy steak. This is how a real man and a real cowboy make steak, not like any of those people wearing ponytails. And they're like, all right, man. It's like the uncle who goes too far. It's like this is a weirdly offensive guy, but he makes a damn good hamburger.
What's that guy? He's like a stale cracker or something, and he's just like, dude, I got something for you. I'll put a cracker on that, and it's just like, holy crap, dude! You are the most Cajun I've ever Cajun that's ever Cajun on the.
I had to work with a guy who was so thick in the accent. I learned over time his language. Because I worked with him. I was telling card, and he was so thick in it. I'm just like, okay. I eventually now know what you mean. I became his translator.
Translator.
I have
All
nothing
right.
but respect for the good people
All
of
right.
Louisiana.
How many hero points does it get?
I'll give him 2 for that.
Oh,
All right, you're at
yeah.
negative 97.
Very good.
I think you kindly, so I think you kindly. missed it.
All right, you're at 2.
Anyway, should we do our thing?
Well, I was going to ask, was there any addendums anyone wants to add on to Billamis's story?
He's still on fire, right?
No,
Oh, no,
I
no.
think he's dead.
Okay.
Shelf was dead. There was, however, one other person that had survived the fight.
Oh yeah.
Billamus chooses not to remember Victrix.
We
No, not
captured a
Victrix.
hyena.
Yes.
We captured a hyena, didn't we?
Yes, the hyena.
That we did.
The knoll.
The hyena, yeah, the doll, yeah. Sorry.
I was about to get to that part, but
But you missed it.
yeah.
But you missed that vital information. You would have let our prisoner get away.
That's why Speaker didn't get 3 hero.
Oh yeah, I guess I did forget like half of the plot stuff that happened. Fair enough.
It's
Oh,
okay. These
that
things happen.
They're fatal, but they happen.
We'll kill you
Anyway.
for that.
Oh no.
All right, so we return right back to where we left off. Prince du Shelf has collapsed combusted into complete ash that sort of sifts in the boggy air here as all of you take a moment to breathe. The slain foes lying across the area. It's a pretty intense moment. How's everyone kind of feeling after that? Like, what's the thought here?
Is it fucked up to think that was pretty funny?
No, it was very funny.
All right. Good. I'm just gonna go kick his ash into the swamp.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Did he drop a glowing artifact?
No. You get
drop a remembrance?
You get no essence from the flaming elf man.
Man, no essence of the douchebag. Anyway.
This mini boss sucked.
You didn't want to leave the stink of that fool lying around anyway.
That is true, but maybe the essence would be funny to, tack on to somebody else. You know, if you equip it, you immediately just burst into flames.
That sounds very useless.
I could think of a use or two.
What does this essence do? Oh, it just gives you, permanent, persistent fire on yourself. Sorry.
Yeah, it gives you fire shield, but you're also on fire.
Yeah. Exactly.
Very good.
I don't know if we're at the map or not, but I'll take
No, I'm trying to move, but for some reason the scene is being a bit jank, and I don't know why. I'm trying to fix it.
Okay.
It might be a forge thing today, so.
Yeah. Oran definitely wants to start investigating the hut, start looking around inside of it, find any clues, various little bits and bobs, and I don't know if we want to.
Vic's just gonna loot the cabin to get her money back.
Yeah, Tannhauser's probably going to be walking about the different slain foes. Are they all dead, or are some of them just unconscious?
Oh no, you have quite assuredly murdered most of these individuals.
Tannhauser's then going to be going around to each dead person, generally looting them, and then afterwards cutting off their heads and sticking them on bikes.
Normal.
What alignment are you?
Chaotic good.
Oh, that's gone now.
That's gone now. Alignment's gone, so yeah. Free plug for the recently announced Pathfinder 2nd Edition remaster. Alignment's out the door, so.
In that case, I'm lawful anything I want.
Lawful, you say?
Yes. Okay, so you're gonna start looking around. Awesome. Okay, for whatever reason,
Yeah, it's loading at 98%, 100%.
Yeah, I have one of our maps that is completely just not loading right now, which is a problem.
Close down your browser and redo the browser and try to go back in.
I have done so. I'm trying one other thing, and we will see. Huh.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So we're back to here. Yay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, yes, the squiggly lines, the fiery, the greatness. Okay. So for those of you who are looking around, just a couple little bits. I'm just gonna add this into the party fundage here. One sec. Every time I bring up the PCs folder, now I have the B team and the Warham's PCs. Where is the people's?
Honest to God, we know what we're doing, guys. Trust me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're production.
Yeah.
We're production.
We are so good at video games.
Okay.
While you do all that stuff, Oran will look the victories and go in like, "Hi, I think we haven't met. It's good to meet you. My name's Oran. Do you need help? I can heal you."
You're right. We haven't met. And she's going to continue rooting around for loot. She wants her money back.
Do you need any medical aid?
Sure, if you want.
Okay, sure. He starts scooping up mud. He gets a couple more worms, start grinding them in his mouth.
You immediately hear the soft ching of the fucking glaive immediately hovering towards your nose.
It's good dirt.
Yeah, it's quality healing materials. Watch. He goes, and he like spits it on himself. I would like to I like to first aid myself.
Okay.
You know, like, see, safe, and he's like rubbing in his wounds. It's like, it's
Go ahead and make the
okay.
roll first to see if that's actually correct.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Have to open up. Oh, that's the wrong. I had to click the folders. Chat. Don't look at my character sheet. It's like looking under my clothes. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, sorry. I thought it had opened before and I was ready, and then it like just went away. I'm going to use my healer's claws to get my bonus, and I'm not going to assurance this one. I'm just going to flat roll it, and I got a 19 for 35. Is that a crit?
Nice.
That'd be like a
that absolutely
quadruple
here.
crit.
That doesn't work that way. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, yes, it does.
No.
Oh, I'm good.
So as Victrix is looking about and collecting, I will assume Victrix collects personal loot, but also, you know, Tannhauser, you're looking about kind of going through the bodies while putting heads on pikes. And then certainly, Oran, you're meting yourself up. You discover, first of all, and I've added it to the people's loot, 420 gold coins scattered about in like various, you know, denominations and whatnot. So I've just kind of simplified that, put it into.
Thurston, I have a question.
Wait, hold on.
Thurston, I have a question about that gold amount.
Yep. Yes.
Was that intentional?
I'm just saying. The
I mean,
children
you know?
the children of the blaze.
Yeah.
Do we find any?
Funny.
Do we find any spores of hashish?
Call back
We're
to
not playing
being
Kenshi.
the staking. The Children of the Blaze symbol is 69. Now it's 420.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Oh no, this is the
Ace.
worst blunt I've ever seen.
We can't ask them to
Show.
leave.
Roll's worst blunt ever asked to
Um,
burn to cinders.
there is also a salve that you find inside of the former domicile of one Prance.
Well, we love Salve here.
Salve, yeah.
Vic is the one finding the salve, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Does the salve say anything on it?
No, it just looks to be like some alchemical kind of salve that you could apply.
Oran, your ears are mildly rent asunder as Vic leans over her shoulder and shrieks, Baldric!
How much damage do I take?
I could cast Intimidate. I'm going to cast an Intimidate on you.
Gotta take two. I'll take two to him. Two. I hurt.
2 mental damage.
Yeah, 2 mental damage. He's like, jeez, lady, I'm just trying to help. Like here, it kind of gets out bandage, like these like leaf bandages. They look clean and nice and everything. It's like, I'll help out with your wounds if you want. See, I'm all good.
She is waving she is like the glaive pointed directly at your nose, like she's about to do some very funky surgery on your face.
Look, just trying to like, fine, have it your way. Just leave.
You touch me with that and you're dead.
Whatever. Flaps away.
Baldric is going to identify the alchemical thing after being called down by. She's supposed to be in the house, right?
I mean, yeah. You're kind of like walking around, looking around in
Oh
the
god damn it! Now I
aftermath
can't
of
see
everything.
Baldric. Fuck.
What?
The weird thing is like when I moved into the house, I could no longer see Baldric.
Oh,
It's probably because you had that character.
Now there's a wall there.
yeah. If you have the
funny.
character selected, you only get the vision of your character that's selected. So you have to like
How do I
escape
select
that.
Baldric?
Just escape, like hit escape, and then it'll.
Oh,
give you this
okay.
Click off to
whole-
the side, and then you click your.
No, it's saying
Yeah.
reload application.
Oh well, then I don't know.
There we go. We're good.
Cursed it.
We're good. We're good. We're making it.
Okay, so a couple other things as we're kind of going through this. What you find is the salve that you can have Baldric come in and analyze. There is a scroll and what appears to be a metal wand that has a piece of wood that kind of curls around it, almost like driftwood that's like grown around it. And then the money, and you find this like scattered about here.
Let me identify alchemical item. Yeah, this will work. I'm rolling to identify the salve.
Yeah.
The salve, I roll an 11 plus my 19, that'll be 30.
Yeah, so you are able to properly identify that. It is a salve of anti-paralysis. So this is something that you can use to help someone overcome magical paralysis. Basically, like, you get the effects of a 3rd level remove paralysis spell by using this on someone.
Hey, Baldric, hey, this will be perfect for that stick up your ass. Fuck you. And he will leave the building to go back out to get some fresh air away from her. Away.
And Odo, you're still like kicking at ash in the air, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like shuffle all the ash into the swamp and just say, well, rest in piss. And I'm gonna go back.
Can you give me a perception check, please?
Oh, I would love to.
He reforms.
That's not very good. That's a 15.
Okay, cool.
Blind as a bat.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything?
No, you really don't. You're like kicking up ash, and you're just like, this is stupid. This is all stupid, as you're kicking up ash.
All right. I guess that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oran moves
Although I
to-
do... Oh, sorry.
I was going to mention, just so Thirst can keep that, Oran moves to help Rehua with his captured person. And
Okay, so let us finally cut over to Rehua. Rehua.
So we did manage to make a non-lethal takedown of this big beastie gnoll.
Yeah, like regular-sized, medium-sized humanoid beastie gnoll. Yeah.
I thought they were on the large side, at least larger than us.
mean,
No, you
they're-
just assumed that.
Yeah, you just
I
assume
did
they're
just
they're
assume
like
shit.
yeah they're like similar scale to you. Yes.
Okay. If I recall the end of last session, through a combination of chasing this person down as well as crisis of faith, they're basically in a godless frenzy at the moment. Like, oh god, everything I know is wrong, and also this giant tree is going to kill me.
Yes.
So as opposed to just wasting this person like everybody else who is in the swamp but us, Rehua will instead move to this cowering individual and cradle their head in his hands.
Okay.
My friend, well, not friend yet, but you need not fear. It's okay. You're safe now. You have made many, many mistakes in coming here and following such an aberrant path as you have. But let it be known, I am here to offer you something far greater.
And as Rehua is talking to this individual, you see, I guess Oran, because the only person who's near him is Oran, we'll see the air kind of thicken a bit with little pricks of light. An odd kind of astral fog is enveloping this surrounding area. Now, I'll toss a hero point. Not that you need me to do this for narrative reasons.
Okay. Yeah. Toss me your hero point. Sure.
Go and mark me down myself.
Concerns.
markers, dude. You're at 0 now.
Thank you. I guess this will cover whatever it's going about to happen.
My friend, you worship Gatharim, but his fire is but the transformative imprint of something far greater. The Anarchy sees a path where you burn not with fire, but with inscrutable, impossible gyre of raw purpose. Bear your ambition like a blade, one cast in ignorance, but now tempered in understanding. Yours is both the killing edge and the fecund plow, cutting down what stands idle and sowing the seeds of new life yet to begin.
And as Rehua was doing this, just this fog intensifies. He's just digging psychically into this mind of this creature, just impressing the words upon them of this is who you are now. I've shown you the area of your ways.
I
All right.
release you now before the yawning void, not reborn as a child of flame, but as an auspice of anarchy.
And I don't know if I have to use a spell for this, but I'm just going to burn a little symbol of anarchy into their skin to brand them. Is this a baptism? I don't know. It's something like that.
That's water.
Yeah, you wanna?
Yeah, we
you
don't,
wanna-
we don't need to dunk him. We don't need to do like the whole baptism. Just like
What skill check do you think is appropriate for this thing you're doing?
I think
Yes,
religion would probably be appropriate for this.
I think that's pretty reasonable. I will allow you to give me a religion check here.
I'm gonna do it big. I did not do it big. It's a 16.
Okay. Oran, you said you were helping. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's a question. You're asking the one character with no trained religion with a +4. So
Well, you take stock of the situation. You're seeing what appears to be some kind of religious ceremony occurring here.
look, listen, every time I've tried to help Rehua, it's gone a disaster. I've always fucked this poor guy up.
Oh, and it's okay. Hold on. We're helping a new friend. I need you to help me make their faith anew.
Oh, okay. I want to try to make it a good presentation. Do everything in my power. I would, if you want me, I could try to do some spells, or whatever. But I just want to be I want to cast heal on the person, and if you want, I could do like a nature check or a medicine check or something else like that. That basically try to sell as if like they are being reborn, as they're like flesh is being sewn together and everything else. And I'm just adding in chanting in the background with the Rehua. They even sell the moment a lot more, to drown their senses as if they're being, converted peacefully. Something to encourage them to want to go in for this. So
I'll pump in like a cleric font heal if it'll be.
I was gonna say,
make them reborn.
Given this, Oran, do you want to give me a nature check here? Because that's kind of your
Sure
like
thing.
spell casting-y shtick here. Yeah.
yeah. Do you also want me to spin my heal?
Oh, well, roll the nature check first.
Uh-oh. All right. 28.
Okay, now you can roll me the heal.
Okay. He'll comes through. He'll go through like, don't worry. There's no masters where we have to go from. All we have to do is just worry about ourselves and our own ambitions, and we can not be bound by a way, but only your one self. And I heal him for 42.
Okay, cool. So you heal this gnoll, and she kind of like looks up at you and then over to you, Rehua, and back at Oran. And there's this moment here as like the flesh reknits, and they're just like. And as this like energy is going through, I'm gonna give you, Rehua, an opportunity because of Oran's work here. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to re-roll your not so stellar religion check.
Okay, I will do. Hey, it's happened a bunch of times. Let's try it one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Much better, a 32.
In fact, double what you rolled last time. As you do, as you continue your baptism here under the rotted, broken tree, and Oran has come in and used the healing magic, you can see that as the gnoll emerges from the water, her face no longer has the milky eyes. Her eyes are restored, and she kind of just looks like, What's happened? What? I can see.
You were touched by the fires of Gatherim, but I have remade you anew, a child of the anarchy, the old ways. Give insight to the sightless, suffer no more.
I saw fire, so much anger and fire. It's all I saw for so long.
And now you will see something far greater. No more wanton destruction with them. This is your new lease on life. I would advise you take heed to not fall into the same patterns.
Yes. Of course, yes. Yes. Like nodding vigorously, the hyena head, like almost bouncing up and down.
Let's bring this one back to the rest of the group. So maybe
Of
from
course.
past all the vision and the cloud and judgment and stuff, what this person's been under, we can, identify what we're going to be coming up next.
You are 100%. You are 100% correct, Oran. Let's bring our new friend to our group.
All right, come on. And then Oran will start returning back. And like, come on, Picturn. He sees Picturn there on the.
Picture's like sitting on like the side of the rock in the swamp, sort of like looking out in the distance, kind of aimlessly.
Picturn. Like snaps in front of him.
Hi there, Oran. I just, that was a lot. I saw some things there. I saw a man burn to death on fire, and it's nothing really stopped it until he was killed.
Picturn.
Yeah.
He was a douche. It's okay.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. Come on, Picturn. And he kind of like grabs his wrist and kind of brings it back to the group.
Yeah, sure.
Remember, Picturn, it's okay to kill people so long as you don't like them.
True.
I need to get off this topic now.
It's
along,
okay,
friend.
Picturn. He was an elf. Moves on.
Yeah. Wow. Damn, Oran. We never knew the trick's deep-seated. All right. So as you
turn to Picturn and be like,
Thank you for coming in clutch there, Picturn. I really do appreciate not dying.
I hope my tunes help. I know, that they sometimes help, and people like them. I know back on the farm, I used to play all the time.
Your tunes make Foundry lag.
Holy shit!
Picturn, sometimes your music does help, and other times it clouds the inner workings of the cosmos such that I cannot act as fast. But you know what? I appreciate you either way, because there cannot be change without some form of stagnation first.
Word.
Right. Well, I'm just here to help. The family farm, it was a good place though. I have real good acoustics. The sound of my pipes, it just went all around there. Some
Oran
people
turns
from
to Tannhauser.
Hello,
Mr. Tannhauser, this is your roleplay moment now. Hey, we brought this person. They've been cured from the cloud of judgment of that basically what all these people do. Oran has no fucking clue. Still has not pieced together what's going on with the children.
One second.
Like Rehua did some cool stuff, and then now their guys are okay.
Oh yes, I tied their being to the astral plane. Now they are one with the fundamental powers. They are witnessed by the anarchy. They are like me in a way, but not exactly like me. They've seen the light, and they are ready to help.
Tannhauser just looks at you with his head slightly to the side. He's just like, ah, and then finishes staking the last head before putting it to the ground.
Well then, allow me to be one of the first to welcome our new comrade. And allow me to also be the first to interrogate you.
I'm going to approach our newfound friend.
Oh, no.
Oran will grab Tannhauser's arm.
It's okay.
Gently, Tannhauser. It's like they're good now. They're with us now.
They're good now.
Gently. Use the soft mallet.
I'm always gentle.
I say, gesturing with my gore-covered hand. As fires burn around me and severed heads in the background.
Baldric is watching this happen, and boy, he is not liking what he's seeing.
What is your name?
Yeah, Game Master.
Yeah, gamer.
My name is Ith. I'm Ith.
Welcome, Ith. I have one very important question for you. Where is your former leader?
Ith looks around. There, and there, there, at like kind of sniffing the ash on the wind.
All right, perhaps a different question. What were you hoping to accomplish here?
We were brought here. The elf Pras, he led us here. We set up camp. We ambushed the shipments from the city.
Did he ever mention why?
No, he just told us which boxes to destroy and which ones to take.
And our great glorious nemesis, the leader of the Children of the Blaze, what was his name again?
Lort, I think.
Lort.
Mr. Lort.
And where is Mr. Lort?
I do not know. He was never here. I think he's still in big city.
That can't be so. We saw him on our arrival here, unless he left right after. Very well then. An additional question.
And I'm going to kind of lean in close.
Do you know anything about the experiments that were being run on the dragon to the south of this swamp?
Dragon? What? No, dragon. There are no dragons here.
Scientists experimenting with the rot.
What? Rot? No. No. We destroy the rot is what we do.
I see.
Can everyone give me a perception check?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. I will give you a perception. Except on Victor's, because she's still in the fucking house.
Warren got a 25 out of a 10.
We got a 32.
17.
I got...
Oh, 28.
Okay, Valli and Rehua, you start to notice a figure moving in from the west, somewhat silhouetted by the bonfire, and it's almost like until he's reached the stones to the immediate west that you see this figure come into light, and you recognize it as the fellow you had met previously, the dwarf known as the Dude.
The Druid.
Oh, you're late to the party.
Fashionably late as usual. Man, I'm not sure how you managed to get through this swamp with all this muck about. Barely
just
up
that
my head
good.
here.
We're just that good. And we have resources. I like swat at a stray saucer.
It just appears.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Rehua's subject. Don't hit him.
True.
Yes, don't bully him. He helped me get across the swamp.
He's friendly.
Yeah.
What is his accent?
I noticed that. He did. You seem to clean up well pretty here. Glad
Yeah.
to see you made it through in one piece, comparative to looking at the staked heads and bodies on fire, comparative to the lot of them. But, it's how things shake out nowadays.
Yeah,
So-
well, gotta send a message.
Of course.
Not sure what it is, but I'm sure there is one. What's the message, Tanny?
The message. The message is exactly what happens when you subjugate the people of this swamp.
Yeah, what he said.
What happens when you oppose the revolution? You know, we need to set our enemies high upon a stage.
Is the message you're sending hello?
It's me.
It's certainly a message. I'll give you that.
Oran puts a hat on one of the heads on the stake.
Where'd you
Yeah,
get the
see,
hat?
he's got the spirit.
That's just lovely.
So did you see anything odd on your way in? It's, well, I should hope that this is the last of the Children of the Blaze, but knowing our luck, there's another camp about a mile off or something.
That's a great question. Thurston, should I, did Dude happen to see anything on the way in?
Dude only saw the fellows along the western edge of this encampment that the dude expertly ambushed and took out on his way here. So dude's had like a couple run-ins with people who he has efficiently gunned down, including some during the prior fight.
It doesn't appear to be any further belligerents in the swamps this time. Actually looks to be the only ones I've come across since, now neatly tucked beneath the muck. So, yeah, good on you. There's no more children out here, it seems.
As dude finishes that, all of you also start to hear this sound coming from the east, this like rhythmic, like clapping sound, but it seems muffled somehow.
Is it someone sneaking?
It's not so much that. Based on the
It was
light.
a bit. Move on.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
No one got it. It's okay.
I know, I get you now. I get you now.
I didn't. Whoosh above my head. But yeah, so as you're sort of like looking from the fire around here, you see a figure coming out through the swamp above it. It's a figure you've seen before.
Wow,
It
we're seeing
is-
all kinds of friends.
Yeah. It is the silent figure that you have known as Mr. Lort, the sort of like overtly garbed fellow with like tattoos of flames around him.
I throw something at him.
And he's like just kind of clapping in the muck. Oh, very good, very good.
So glad you enjoyed the show.
Can we help you? You know, to an acid bomb or something?
I just came here to say that I believe our detente is at an end. I will be leaving this place. I have done what I can here, and I just wanted you to know that I bear none of you ill will, and I shall leave you be.
I don't believe that. what do I roll?
Perception, if you want to sense motive.
Yeah, I'd like to do the same.
Sure.
Hearing
I
out
don't
of
believe
voice,
that
Vic's
for a
gonna
second.
step out of the fucking cabin now.
I believe him. That's
Hey, Valli. Hey,
Yeah.
Valli. Hey, Valli.
Crawdadibus.
Yeah.
Not believing him for a second. And that natural one you just rolled.
Never mind, I believe him.
You got Crawdadibus again.
I like that Valli has a character trait of extremely gullible and susceptible to suggestion.
Hey,
The dice would indicate that.
Oh, but that's a complication, too.
I get struck by lightning again.
Right. If you too want to make things terrible, then when they happen, people roll a natural one. You go to patreon.com/narrative declaration, and you too can submit a complication. We can't re-roll natural ones because we do the hero point system here.
Thurston.
Yes.
With Vic re-entering the thing here, noticing that we've got now two other voices happening.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna like turn to the rest of the team and just gonna ask, "Who the fuck's that guy?"
The glorious leader of the Children of the Blaze.
Oh. Hey, asshole!
Hello.
What was the point of all this crap? And I'm going to roll and intimidate.
Okay, sure. Also, the thing now, I'm going to use this one here. I think it's a pretty good one. It's just entitled "The Old Squelchfoot." Valli, you begin disassociating from the present conversation, carrying on about something tangentially or totally unrelated, some personal anecdote or story.
Oh, no! This one makes me do a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, be funny. All of a sudden.
Be funny. Intense story moment that is now ruined. Thank you, GC Roz.
Wow.
Oh, isn't that one from Vic as well?
The ones are back.
No one.
We got it!
Mr. Lort's outfit sort of reminds me of this time when I was with my old crew. We had just looted this like noble party, and there was this guy in this really gaudy top hat, and we started playing like have you ever played disc golf before?
I'm gonna preempt this, and I'm gonna have Baldric punch her in the side.
Hey!
Well, now is not the time for
this.
this.
We need to know.
For the other fail, this one is brought to you by Toad Killer Dog. And this one is this complication for our dear friend Earndil, who I think is extra deserving, is entitled Dupe. Your attempt,
come on!
remembering a prior experience, immediately reminds you of an incredibly terrible song you could not get out of your head. You become stupefied and must repeatedly hum the most annoying song you can think of.
Come the fuck on. All right, she hums it. There you go.
Wow. Won't even go with the bit. It's like I'm really there.
I need you to understand, I was not trying to extend the length of this scene.
No, that's fine. It's what they want. We're giving you your moment, Aaron.
Yeah.
For the complication. This is your moment now.
I'm gonna go get a drink. See ya.
I look forward to the new wave of comments on the Dupe by Dupe video on YouTube.
No, we're just not gonna do it.
Dupe it in 23.
I don't know why you acknowledged it. I'm gonna kill you.
We out here.
We out here, dupers.
Dupe heads rise up.
Dupomaniacs.
Fucking forget it. Just carry on with your business, please.
So at this point, like, Lort has appeared. Victrix has come out immediately in an attempt to intimidate, and then suddenly been distracted by some annoying song from their past. Valli has just disassociated entirely, and the ominous figure of Mr. Lort stands still in the swamp to the east of you, offering this peaceful gesture to all of you.
Man, he must be really confused.
We're gonna wait till you end with all like this is happening, and the prom's tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm checked out now. See ya.
I'm gonna use a hero point and re-roll my perception.
Okay.
Please
And
get a 1 so we can waste more time.
you're very welcome. Yeah, let's rock. That would be a 24.
You got two ones on the die.
Yeah. Like it. The delivery of this seems as genuine as you can take it. Like you certainly know there's like ulterior motives for this person, but like they seem so smug about this, and the fact that they've walked out like on their own, weren't present before, seems they're not like really worried by anything.
And I suppose that all you wanted all along was a détente. Is that correct, Mr. Lort?
I just simply wished for you to be occupied while my associates here did their business, which is now concluded. So, as I said, I'm done in this swamp for some time, so I leave it to you to carry on. I do hope, Mr. Oran, that my information gave you some closure on your situations you were dealing with.
I'm debating what Oran would do, because immediately I was like Oran would like shoot a bow or so.
He does have a bow now.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
have a bow, but he just
Tax his ass.
But instead he'll just be quiet, just kind of stewing a little bit, but he's very quiet.
So, would you like to tell us how you got this information, or where these individuals have gone, or is that a little out of your pay grade?
Oh, information is my speciality. He sort of like nods his head, like takes one hand, touches the brim of his top hat. But I will say that the perpetrators of that affair, I believe, are back in your large city of Outset.
And perhaps if you were transparent about what it is that you are doing here, we might be willing to allow a peace to reign betwixt us.
Well, I believe my former associate there, Madam Ith, has already given you the information. Ith is looks terrified at this, small-statured human who sort of leans down a bit and just kind of gives a nod to the gnoll. Oh, do not worry. I understand that not all people can maintain their how shall I put this, their allegiances permanently, and that some things are mercurial and change. I do not begrudge you that, but I will say that our time together is at an end, and I trust you to find a new path in your life. But as I said, to answer your question, Mr. Tannhauser, Ith is correct in that I had certain enterprises that I entrusted the elf known as Prince Dushelf to manage, which he so admirably did. And then he almost chuckles as he looks at the ash that's still on the wind here.
Prince Dushelf claimed immortality shortly before combusting, and it became clear that his state was not one of his own division. Clearly explain what your goals are, and if they do not intercede with ours, perhaps there may be peace.
I simply had my agents here inspecting some of the shipments from the city. I was curious as to their contents.
What were you expecting?
I truly do not know what I was expecting, but I will say that we found some very, very, shall we say, disturbing items in some of those crates destined for the poor twang folk of this region.
Such as?
Well, clearly you may have noticed them already, have you not?
I would like you not to speak in implication. I understand that your highfalutin riddlesmith persona may earn you many accolades among your warriors, but to me, it just makes you eminently irritating.
Well, then I think with a social faux pas such as what you have just bequeathed upon me, that this conversation is at an end, sir.
If you are not interested in the détente, you may go, assured in the inevitability of our antagonism. But if you would think of yourself more as a warlord and less as a thespian, perhaps some diplomacy could be accorded.
Well, to be quite honest, I have very little to gain from you at this time. I simply wish to state my intentions. You are free from my interest at this point. I'll depart now. I know you have so many important things to do. And as he says the, I know you have important things, he specifically looks to Valli and Oran.
Cute.
A final word before you leave, then.
Oh, of course. And as you say this, rather than give you his attention, his eyes just kind of focus on Picturn. Carry on.
The experimenters. Give us information on them, and perhaps we shall apply your détente.
Oh, he finally looks back to you and just shakes his head. No, I believe I will let you discover that on your own. Return to Outset. I'm sure you will find all manner of interesting things in the city since you have departed it. Oh, so much has been going on. Looks over to Baldric. I hope your house is in fine repair, sir.
I love thinly veiled threats, especially when they come with some ponce and a top hat.
Well, again, I've been insulted quite a few times here. I simply wanted to say that there may be interesting things for you in the city once you are ready to return. But at this point, I shall depart. It has been quite a fine reunion, I suppose.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
He turns around and takes a step, and then another, and another, and another. And after maybe 10 feet of walking, the Lort disappears in what can only be described as a combustion of ash and smoke that goes on the wind.
Man.
That's one scary fella. You know, he reminds me of the local burgomaster. You know, they were the taxmen where I was from in the Inheritor lands. Not.
Wait.
Charge on Picturn.
Hold on, Picturn.
Man, I hate clowns.
You say that he reminds you of someone.
Well, just he had that feeling of one of them, like the person who came and collected all our taxes, and when you're on a farm like me, the tax man's not quite the nicest person you want to be dealing with. Now, my cousin Billamus, he got into a little scuffle. He did. It was,
Picturn suddenly is dwarfed by a tall woman who is just steadily humming.
Shut up.
Oh.
Whoa, that was a beautiful rendition.
I like that you have immediately targeted Picturn. Very good. I can see the little target dot over Picturn. Thank you.
I was gonna look up how to barreling charge at him.
Hold on, Picturn. I couldn't help but notice. Our good friend Lort couldn't take his eyes off of you once he realized that you were less than amenable. You don't happen to know anything about that, would you, my friend?
I assume that's because you were talking, and then he wanted to look at me as some kind of insult to you to not recognize your position in the conversation, because, you were doing all the talking, and he didn't want to acknowledge you again. He's kind of not a nice person, that one.
I don't think someone would do that. No one would ever not acknowledge me in a conversation. Look at how many heads I chopped off.
You're so right, Tanny.
He has to look at me.
Tannhauser, you are denser than a brick of peat, but yet I love you.
If he was a real gang leader, he would have challenged me upon a roaring engine, not looked at Picturn.
I'd like to roll perception, though. I want to understand the truth of Picturn's words. A suspicion has generated itself within my bosom.
Sure.
That's a 31.
Oh.
Yeah, so as you regard Picturn's words, you realize that, Picturn is obviously distraught by what he has just seen. He's fairly upset. There's certainly, he's couching things closer to the chest, but also that he genuinely thinks that person was looking at him just because that person was kind of being a jerk to you. Picturn's very shaken up by events. You've realized he's become fairly despondent in the past while too.
Picturn.
Yeah?
I can't help but feel as if our constant voyages headlong into danger have had something of a negative effect upon you.
Well, I mean, I did just see a man on fire screaming for, a good long while.
What about it?
And all those heads on the pikes there.
That's traumatizing, I guess.
What? Doesn't make any sense.
And then there was the whole thing with Oran's dragon, and that was just awfully sad. And
yeah.
Then there was, all that stuff inside the cube. There was all sorts of horrifying things there. And then, then there was the wraiths on the beach, and that was just awful too. And it's just been a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot. He sort of walks away a little bit.
Picturn, buddy, hey, we appreciate you. You've done a lot to help us out here, and you are a true blue member of our crew here. I promise. Do you have anywhere to go after this?
Well, yeah, I got the farm I gotta go back to. You know, I gotta tell everybody about what's going on. I gotta write ballads. I can't wait to write all the stories about our adventures here, you know, and try to make them a little less sad. And
you can tell them all about how heroic you were.
that's
So,
right.
why don't you come with us? We'll get you back, we can probably get you transportation closer to Outset, so you can get back to the farm safe and sound.
Oh yeah, that'll be great. Yeah.
And if ever you need more adventures or more stories to tell, I assure you, many will soon be coming from the city of Outset, should you ever wish to make our acquaintance again.
I'd like to stay with you a bit longer. I know we gotta go back to the kaibu and Elder Aethon there and get Valli and Oran all patched up, right?
That is correct.
True.
Oh good. Yeah, good. Cause you know that's gotta have some good come out of all this, right?
Oran would like to roll a perception check on pick turn.
Okay.
Pretty much determining that he seems frazzled, but he wants to know why.
Okay. Roll it up.
That is a 23.
Yeah, okay. So with a 23, you absolutely get, like, he seems even more frazzled the second Tannhauser insinuated that there would be a time Picturn was not adventuring with you. Like, the second it was like, oh, you can come back and meet us. Like, he was like, but I want to stay with you.
Aww.
Okay. Oran nods and that'll be it. To save time, Oran at this point would also like to just help heal everybody. Because it's maintenance to be just able to take the time or just heal everybody up to full.
Yeah,
So
like
Oran
we
just-
can assume everyone's back to
Yeah,
full.
instead of me
Yeah,
rolling
you-
5 million times, this just max everyone's HP.
Yep.
Based.
Based healing.
I suddenly grow all of my skin and back, and I'm now no longer a
It's replaced by bark.
Well, Picturn, why don't you play us a song on your beautiful bagpipes?
All right, I guess we're all going back to the kaibu. There's a lot of us now. I can't wait. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh.
Yeah, let's go, pick turn.
Let's mosey.
Play the one that goes. That one.
Oh, I know the one you want. Okay, I'm getting ready. All right, let's get in a big old fancy line together. You know, okay, there's a lot of us now.
Start
let's see.
marching.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So we all head back there and start leaving.
Yes, indeed.
The one thing I'm gonna do just as we're all getting ready to go is I'm gonna examine the big old bonfire.
Yeah.
I want to try to understand what the fuck kind of rituals actually being worked here. I doubt I'm gonna get a full grasp on the situation, but I want to get as much as I can, as I am a master of Arcana after all.
Yeah, you can give me an arcane check here.
All right, I'll nanite search for it. Just making sure my brain is working extra thickly. A 26. Does that get me a substantial amount?
A 26 is enough for you to tell that there is like some kind of ritual, though it's more of like a primal ritual in nature. You know, more like associated with like druidic kind of backgrounds or, you know, like nature theme. So like old powers, definitely. But like at its basic level with a 26, like that's high enough for you to tell. Like they were just using this as a conduit to summon in like elemental help, which would be some of the tiny little but some of the smaller elemental creatures that attacked you during that. Seems to be fairly inert now.
Oran,
Yeah.
you understand much about the old powers, yes?
He looks around. No.
Oh, what do you know about?
The only thing I know about is the Greening Way.
Well, is this... Can you just Just take a look at that fire. Tell me if there's anything neat there.
Oh, yeah, cool. He goes over.
Rehua, you know much about the old powers, yes?
I mean, not exactly. Most of my purview is in the fundamentals, but I mean,
Why don't you just go and help Oran over there? Just you know.
Okay.
It's on fire.
I
think-
great leader.
You are.
Yeah.
I would like to roll, see if there's anything important about this bonfire. Man, Mr. Tannhauser told me to go check out the fire. Man, looks to skull in the sky. Can I roll a nature check?
Yep. Smash cut to
Go.
Oran as Anakin in episode 3. Just fucking on
I
it.
rolled a-
Ah!
I rolled the
seconds
4 on the
later.
die for 21 total.
Okay, how would you like to spend your souls here?
I like doing strength builds.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, Chad.
I get higher in strength.
You're a
stuff like-
caster. Max faith.
No, faith is
an
bad.
int.
No, I can only spam pebble.
You fucking
I'm a
boob.
shield bro.
Motherfuckers out here. I'm gonna run strength. Meanwhile, running around with a handmaiden's ladle, just beating people to death.
With a 21, you are able to tell that it is a slightly magically enhanced fire, but the magic has been dissipated out of it. Assumedly, it could spawn elemental creatures, but then once it did, the power is now depleted.
You want me to put it out? Tannhauser, you want me to put the flames out?
What?
He just storm. You just hear pitter patter as he comes all the way back. Just,
Man, he is so fast.
do you want me to put the flames out?
Oh, I mean, you don't have to. I guess
Okay. Goes back, starts buffeting. Well, buffeting the flames will increase more of the oxygen. Anyway, he puts the flames out. He just swamp shit.
So fast.
Look at him go.
Look at him go. He's just a little guy.
Is it his birthday?
To move the bit along, we have our Picturn's bagpipes start playing, and the scene transitions to the world map as the party continues.
I was waiting for
its,
someone to interrupt me. I was like, I'm feeling dead air.
I thought that was the point, is that we don't interrupt people when they're doing stuff.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, so Picturn is leading the way with his pipes, and you are heading back to the kaibu. Is that the plan?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I assume so.
Okay.
On the way is read happiness to you.
So as this is going, as you are making your way there, back to the kaibu and Elder Aethon, you realize that things in the solitude seem a little less oppressive all of a sudden. Like, the sky is not constantly raining down on you. There's little, even small sections of sunlight that are visible during your daytime of travel. It takes you, a couple days to head back. But as you do so, you find that you don't have any difficult encounters with wildlife or even any threatening moments as you travel back to the kaibu. You're all fully restored, your preparatives and everything, spells and all that are back. But yeah, you find that for the first time in a while, there's just not a lot of stuff threatening you.
It's like the whole world is just vibing. I could
And
get
you get
used to
back-
this.
You get back to the to the kaibu village, where there are the various buildings and huts and whatnot that are set up here, with the sort of central one for Elder Aethon waiting you. You get there around midday.
All right. Well. Hey, Elder Aethon!
Are you just shouting?
Yeah. Hey, Dingaling, we're back!
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, talking about my dingaling. Oh, hi, welcome back. He comes out.
never mind. We're leaving. We're gone. I'm
Okay, bye.
I'm gonna go walk into the swamp.
It's all around us. Try not to drown.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna drown myself. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Hey, wait, didn't we have to go talk to a frog guy?
Yeah, it was something that I wanted to bring up at the back there. It's fine. We were running back to camp.
I thought the frog guy was in this direction.
Well,
No.
the fact is you don't know where the frog guy is because
Exactly.
yeah, because Aethon wouldn't tell you until you dealt with the attacks on the caravans. Yes.
Indeed.
I bet he's the frog guy.
No.
We dealt with the Children of the Blaze for you. If you want somebody to check, it's kind of... Well, you'll know it when you see it.
Oh, don't! The birds told me.
The birds?
Well, the Sawsaurs. Some of them came by.
Oh! You're friends with them?
We exchange jokes all the time. They're a rude little fox.
Oh. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. So, yes, indeed, the Children of the Blaze have been dealt with. We've kept up our end of the bargain. Now it's your turn, bestie.
Best? Oh, what? I haven't called bestie in a while. He kind of comes out from the entrance of his hovel, like, you know, he's got that like old man kind of hunch waddle as he approaches. Oh, well, this is good. Well, all right, I can certainly have Tashti take you over to the grotto, and then Ribbius should be able to get you all fixed up.
That sounds wonderful. Also, I know that it hasn't been a very long time, but do you have any more booze? I'm dying.
I don't. In fact, I told you that I liked yours because you know that.
No, I had just kind of been hoping, just shot in the dark, that you guys had gotten a shipment.
No, we haven't got any shipments. That's been the whole point. That's why we sent you to deal with the
we
Children of the
just
Blaze.
dealt with them. We dealt with them, and listen, man, it's been a really long day. I need some rum.
Well, I can't just make rum. Trust me, I'd be a whole different person if I could just make rum happen out of nowhere.
All right, let's go see a frog. Does he have alcohol?
I don't know. I've never asked the incarnate avatar of one of my favorite deities if they're a rum entity.
Maybe you should next time.
Wow, that's whoa.
Can we go see Ribbius now?
I'll get Tashti. Give me a moment.
Thank you.
You all figure your stuff out. He turns and kind of walks away. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. I think we're gonna have a good time at this grotto. You know, meeting a entity type thing like an avatar of sort. That's what he said. It sounds exciting. What do y'all think?
Well,
Victor's just like eagerly looking at all of you now.
Most avatars of entities tend to be incredibly irritating. So we're going to find out.
How many have you met?
Well, we met, the fire zombies.
Do those really count?
Those count.
Is a Lord an avatar?
I don't know. Let's see, we met, the labyrinth with all of the different things that had the mural with your face on it. Well, I suppose we didn't meet anyone there.
Those guys were chill.
There was this one time back in the sands where someone attempted to proclaim themselves Cole Invictus, but they just turned out to be a strange man in a large cape. So yes, I guess I haven't met very many. But I assume they would be irritating.
Oran looks at Tannhauser going, "That's nice, Mr. Tannhauser. Can we discuss this over a nice warm soup and rest and everything? We've been going through the swamps for a while, and I need a breather, you know?" And I am mentioning, can we can we all go rest for a little bit as Anthon figures stuff out and everything else and take a quick break?
Yeah. How about we take our break here? Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be
And then we
right
can
back.
take our
everyone.
real break here. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
Everybody take a quick nap.
Yep.
All right, we're back.
All right, we did it. Jesus.
We have returned.
Good job. Good job.
We returned in anger. Eat that chat
Yeah,
number.
real quick, why the fuck you playing Wallpaper Engine, the video game?
Yeah. Can you explain that?
Yeah.
Oh, it runs in the background whenever I have something going. I'm not sure why there's a Discord overlay for it.
Why is
Weird.
Discord saying that you're playing?
I don't know. I have no power over it. Actually,
That's my favorite game.
What's your wallpaper? Is it anime?
Yeah.
No.
Is it Destiny?
And
No,
show me
I'm
your
not gonna
wallpaper.
tell you. I'm not gonna tell you about my
surprisingly not.
free-frame porn
Oh.
GIF.
Hold on. Let's do it. That's what I want to do.
Or
My
FPS
wallpaper
porn
gets
GIF.
ass blasted, just like the RS does to me.
Oh no! Wait, what?
I'm here and I'm suffering.
Let's see.
I want to see
Yeah.
this.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. We're all.
Oh, it's
doing it.
cool.
I would show it on
like
stream, but yeah.
That's
Oh,
Showing his
Copy.
desktop. Oh, that's
Man,
fancy.
It's like, it's to describe it for podcast people who I encourage you to watch the live streams or videos when you can. That
Magus.
Yeah, that basically just a cityscape. It's all vaporwave kind of style, pastel pink colors, and it's a little swimmy bit. I like how it does have emitters out of the city as if like it's radiation from all the bullshit the city has. Like it looks pretty, but in reality, if you see that in a city, something's wrong.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
The people who make stuff for this are super cool. Like some of these, the ones I have are like audio synced, so you'll see different effects like come to life. There's a cool ultra kill one like that as well. It's just so bright, so I can't actually use it.
Ooh. Damn it! Now I gotta play Wallpaper Engine.
You gotta buy
Yeah,
wallpaper
but-
engine.
But we're
Hey,
back.
everybody.
Thurston, we're in the village. Oran has
You're
fed
all-
everyone a delectable soup.
You are all
dressing
sitting
the
around
heel.
eating the soup, having a moment together.
It's my specialty. I try my best to follow Baldric's recipe of the spider legs. I even have hot sauce.
Where the hell
Where-
did you
wow.
get spider legs?
he kind of looks around like, don't worry about it. Eat up. Pushes bowl.
I trust him. I'm gonna just consume this soup.
I'm going
gusto.
to. I'm going to inspect it with a crafting check using season to make sure he did it right.
Okay.
Those
I
aren't
near
the
please
no.
declare it's
we
really
had
good.
them like a month ago, right?
All right, here we go. Rolling.
Can I narrative declare that the soup is like really good?
That was 28. Can he
I only
beat
have,
that?
only have
I
one
mean,
hero
you
point.
have to roll a crafting check first, Oran.
You've got assurance, right?
Oh, insurance only works when you pre-select it to a certain skill. You can't put on anything.
Oh no!
I'm gonna die. Just
Come on, Zoran, you
I
got
have
it.
a plus 0 to
I
crafting.
I believe.
I
All you
believe.
need is a nat 20. Go.
Could you add nature instead?
Yeah, can I
No.
do nature instead? Because I know
No,
the good
I
ingredients and I know the
I think you will find
spiders.
that no.
Then one in Valli gets like some awful food poisoning. It'll be good.
Welcome back to Rot 3.
Excuse me, I think you will find that you must roll a crafting check. I am the GM now for 1 second.
Okay.
He's bringing back the bit. Okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm rolling crafting. Hold my
Godspeed.
hand. Hold my hand, speaker. Hold my hand.
I'm holding you.
Oh.
I'm holding you.
Get a 1. Get a 1.
I rolled a 19. I rolled a 19.
Go. Here we go.
I love the addition. Intelligence plus 0.
Don't fucking make fun of me. God damn it.
It's really, really good. Why do you have nothing in crafting?
Because he doesn't need to craft anything. He just nature provides.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Hell's Kitchen lately. So, Baldric, your opinion is that like this is one of those cooks who like has some raw talent. Like if they actually applied themselves, they could do well. They might make it halfway through the season, but you're gonna have to cut them because they just don't have the chops overall.
What do you think, Mr. Baldric?
I think you've been chopped.
He kind of like takes his scarf and tears roll down, going, "You mean I won't be able to become a good cook like you?"
I'm
I
sorry.
think at the end of the day, your soup was nice, but
it's lacking the piquancy of a good stew that's necessary to keep people going on this kind of mission. And so at the end of the day, we had to make the decision, and I'm afraid yours is the one that has to go. Please pack up your knives and go. Did we do a rack focus on Oran as he's leaving, and he's giving like an outro like, this really stinks.
Yeah, oh yeah, we do the camera cut to like Oran being kicked out of the party.
It's the interview thing. You're just
But he's not like miserable and sad. He's just kind of like, well, it's really unfortunate that I had to be removed from my own show, but you know.
Yeah, it's like I really tried my hardest, but you know, I was just the unfunniest one of the group, and so by public vote, I was finally gone. You know, I want to improve it. I'll improve it by getting someone better. The chat decided. The YouTube comments were right.
My God.
And now Antonio Banderas.
This session is now an intervention. Zoran, you're very funny and people like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
I'm gonna kill you.
What is your fucking problem?
Here's my thing. I know I'm funny. I'm just not funny to those people.
That's fine. You'll kill them.
The YouTube comment section
I'm
is
not.
a place.
Yeah, I'm not funny to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking funny, and so are
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, the thing I've learned over time is that we're not for everyone, and if I try to appease everyone, it's going to fail. So there are going to be people come up going, "I fucking hate you. You're not funny with no talent." And I go, "That's true, but other people think I do. So bye." go
GC
kill those
Rust is
people.
correct though. The chat will now consume you.
Yeah, see, at this point, this is the point in the Gordon Ramsay show where Baldric allows you to keep your chef's jacket, though. You're kicked out, but you still get to keep your jacket.
Now you have to
Wow.
go. Now you have to go fist fight Robert Irvine.
You gotta go beat Bob.
Anyway,
Flay.
we've been eating soup. We've been eating
Yeah,
too
and
much
you're
soup.
like Elder Aethon's gonna be approaching, but you have some time to sort of like discuss your plans now.
Oh God, he's approaching.
Well, he's getting ready. He's finding Tasty still.
Charging.
He's
Charging up.
This is a Monty Python theme. You just see his little legs. And he keeps getting pushed back every time we need more time. But yeah, or like over dinner, Oran would go like, "So what, guys? What are we gonna do?"
Well, after we meet with Ribbius, I imagine we probably head back to Outset.
There's a problem with that notion, actually.
Problem? What kind of problem, Baldric?
Well, you guys all heard of Lort. He was kind of making some vague threats about our little base, you know, my house.
You guys have a base?
I'm so glad that you called it our base before you called it your house. We love you too, Baldric.
You do like us.
If you start projecting, you're going to turn into a ghost.
Well, I've already got a foot in the grave, baby. Let's go.
Darn, I
wit
can't be
on that
parasocial.
front.
Don't worry, we're gonna fix that, Valli. Then you won't have a foot in the grave.
To
Wow.
wit, he's gonna hold up a fucking finger to silence the gabbling.
To wit, I'm probably going to actually start heading my way back now, so I can at least take a look and see what the damage is, and hopefully it's nothing too major. Or at least get some contingencies in place.
But you'd have to go through the swamp alone.
That is a problem. I'd really rather not leave you guys short-handed when it comes to actually figuring this stuff out. But unfortunately, we can't exactly just go all in on one direction. We will have to divert our attention here. I
Oran
might need a
ponders.
guide.
Can I propose for Thurston? Is there any? I don't know if this is something you're okay with. I'm willing to spend my hero point for this one. Is there a way that I could try to provide Baldric a guide, you know, for being a druid and commune with nature, try to get like an animal companion for him, you know, and that'll hopefully lead him back to camp, like maybe like a bird or some
Don't the animal
creature.
companions only stick near you?
No, I'm saying that, like, druid-wise, I can at least commune with animals and ask one to help you out, like, with the promise of something, or, you know, like, I can commune with the wildlife and stuff. Like, I'm not doing the spell. I can at least talk to something, like, hey, man,
Aquaman.
I got a deal here. You know,
Okay,
like,
I
this
would
guy needs
absolutely let you narratively declare and have some like cute Disney animated animal accompany Baldric. Absolutely.
It's a frog.
safety. Yeah. How would you like me to proceed?
I'll get you to roll me a nature check.
Okay, Mr. Baldric, I have an idea. I can have some of the animals in the forest and have one of them be your tour guide to help you more safely navigate it. I mean, it'll still be dangerous, but at least you'll have a solid heading of where you're going.
That'd be helpful. I might need someone else who can provide muscle in that regard.
It's like, oh, should we get a souvenir for Crunch?
Yes. Souvenir.
Absolutely.
Well, and Doodle pipe up. Perhaps I can be of a bit of assistance to you. Baldric, was it?
Yeah.
I know these swamps pretty well. If you're going to be mucking about out here, then I might as well tag along. I've still got business left to finish, and ostensibly, if you get ahead of your way back towards outset in due time, you might need a crack shot to cover your back out here. No man's an island, as it were.
That'd be definitely helpful. Wouldn't mind someone beefy, though. Hey, Vic, you busy? You gonna pay me? No. Fuck you, then. Well, there you go.
What if I go? I can accompany you. I don't have all of my powers anymore since I've been baptized in chaos, but I could learn them while traveling with you.
That works.
Sure.
Yes, I think that's a wise idea. Meanwhile, we will continue to progress on as one unit. Yes, I see the wisdom of it.
All right, Oran, give me your nature check, please.
Give me an animal.
Awesome. All right. Let's,
The level of your roll will determine what animal you can give me.
plus 17 nature. Let's go. Huh. Let me put my stuff down in hero point as well, because I'm doing it. I got 11 for a 28 total.
That is a solid, Disney-inspired creation. Don't come at us,
Why does it have
lawyers.
to be Disney?
Because it has to be one of those Disney animated movie, like hand animated.
Why couldn't we do an
It's
animal from,
legally
like-
distinct.
Yeah,
Wait,
legally.
why can't we just make it an animal from, like, I don't know, fucking Fritz the cat or something? That's good. That'll
Or
that'd
an
be a
indie
good movie to
animator,
base it
you
on.
know, we'll go that route.
All right. Tell me the name and type of creature that is accompanying.
All right, chat, what animal should it be?
Oh no.
And while chat's giving suggestions, like, well, Mr. Baldric, I can call for the animal. At least he'll be your guide. You know, try to help you out. It might not help out in combat situations, but at least it'll do stuff.
The
And
idea is to avoid fighting.
Yeah, the chat so far has
That's a lot of animals.
T-Rex,
A Wendigo?
Absolutely. Give him a Wendigo.
Tugbird. It could be Tugbird.
A tugbird is
No,
a
we don't have time to
it is
go over
not
the
an animal.
contract.
No, a tugbird is not an animal. It is a fae.
We'll
Comically large bee.
make it a turtle so it's slow.
Baldric will just hold it like a football, and then it'll guide him.
Using like a
A
compass, it
basset
just
hound.
points his head where you need to go.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that, turtle.
Okay, we'll do a turtle. Okay, we've got that.
Turtle.
Thanks, chat, for your suggestions.
Thank you for turtle.
Turtles can haul ass if they need to.
You know, Oran just kind of comes up like to some water and some trees and go, and it's like hee nandi, and then all of a sudden he starts singing and stuff and all the bits, and a little turtle comes out and he kind of like talking, he's like, hi, oh hi, and the turtle's like, hi, and then it kind of waddles up to you, Baldric. He's like, here you go, here's your guide, just follow him.
Baldric picks up the turtle and tucks it under his arm.
Oh, I guess that's useful.
Yeah, just it'll point it. He says he'll point his head, you know, to wherever you need to go. And remember, feed him leaves ever so often, and rub his back. It feels good for him.
And don't feed him after midnight.
Yeah, if you do, he'll kill you with a knife.
Right.
With a knife.
Just pulls out a little knife. I'll stab you.
Well,
Turtles don't fuck around.
I'll win this race.
All of these very conflicting and unusual pieces of advice now noted in my brain.
Good.
I'm gonna go get my stuff put together, and then I'm going to get heading out. Dude, you coming with?
Yeah, I'll take along.
Very good.
I'll
Good
come
luck.
too. Yes.
Yeah.
I sort of follows.
All right.
Good luck, Mr. Baldric. We'll meet back with you once we're done here.
Please don't
Bye,
bring the
Baldric.
authorities back to my place.
No
Goodbye,
promises.
Farewell.
Bye, Baldric.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, Baldric.
Yeah.
And like Picturn sort of like runs out after you. I want to say that thank you for listening to my stories. I know they're hard a lot of the time, but I just feel like we never got off on the good right foot, and I'm just glad that you got this far with me, and I can't wait to come and see your house.
Baldric is biting his tongue very hard behind his helmet.
Like blood comes out from under the helmet.
No, you don't see it, but he definitely does make his tongue bleed for a moment.
Right. Well, you keep them going. Yeah. Kind of pointless if they all die out here.
I was gonna say, but since you're kind of the smart one in the group here,
Yeah. Asshole.
he sort of like leans in. You got any advice on how to keep them, going? Like ways I could take on your role. Well, you're gone. Not that I could take on your role, but
Baldric looks at all of them as they're returning to their soup.
Probably just try to keep people from putting raw food into the, soup. They
That's
kept
good
trying to do that with
advice.
The raw chicken. It was not good.
Okay. Well, thanks. And he while holding his bagpipes under his left arm, he reaches out his right arm to shake your hand.
He'll reach down and shake his hand.
All right. Good luck on your journey. And he turns and like heads back to the group.
As Baldric turns to go,
Hey, Oran, don't be putting a raw chicken in that soup.
Why not?
Before he returns back,
Yes.
he looks down into his hand and sees that Baldric has left him something in his hand, but he's closed his fist. Do you want to open your hand and see what it is?
Oh no, it's an alchemist fire. Okay, what is it?
You find a lesser smoke stick. He erupts into a cloud of smoke and he leaves.
Wow. And he like Picturn emerges from the wall of smoke back towards the group, shouting at Oran about the chicken, but also shaking his. Wow, Baldric's so cool. He just disappeared in a wall of smoke.
Man, I
He's
wish I
not
could do that
coughing at
without
all.
dying.
He's just fine.
Yeah.
He's gone now. I changed the overlay.
Goodbye.
He's gone. He'll never come back.
He's dead.
He died.
I can't believe Baldric died.
Yeah.
And now,
Like forever.
replacing Baldric on the overlay is bitch.
That bitch. Pardon.
That bitch.
200%.
True.
True.
Now that Baldric has departed from the scene with Dude and Ith or Eth?
Ith.
Ith, thank you. Back to the party. Vic's still eating the soup. In terms of the remaining people here, the rest of you.
So you guys need muscle? I got nothing else to do right now.
Well, if you're not doing anything else, I suppose we could tolerate it, provided you don't go about goring individuals that we are engaged in conversation with.
That's right. Just know that there's a little bit of a pecking order here now. You're the new kid. I understand that.
So, Thurston, what happens next is, are you familiar with Left 4 Dead? Are you familiar with? There's a little special infected called the Hunter from Left 4 Dead. She pounces and begins strangling Picturn.
Hold on. Pig, that's our guy. Let him go.
Guy.
That's our little guy.
Not gonna deal with being mouthed off to like that.
Hey, I'm sorry. Can I breathe now?
She gets off of him and then like drags him up by the back of his shirt.
I'm still the new guy. You want to roll me intimidate?
No.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Poor boy.
I'm not top bitch anymore.
Oh. This is gonna happen. That's deception, not that. Intimidate. Do I get a bonus for intimidating prowess if I killed anything recently?
I'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus on this.
Great. Attacked Picturn.
It's attack Picturn bonus.
Destroy him.
27.
I'm sure that there's actually a good reason that I'm still the newest member of the group. I guess because you've always been here in spirit and I haven't. So yeah, I'm still the new person. Mm-hmm.
She gets up, dusts herself off, and goes back over to the campfire. All right, sure. Yeah, I can tag along. As long as you guys actually get me somewhere after this and don't ditch me in the woods like the rest of those bastards did.
The rest of those bastards, you mean your mercenary company?
Yeah, so we had kind of a plan going on where they were going to hang back. This is a long story, but basically that elf, the guy who got set on fire, who I so graciously, as she bows towards Valli, let you kill? ?
Dubiously.
You got the last shot on him, so we'll count that even.
Before he burst into flames, yes.
Yeah, we can't really count a victor there. That's a bit too vague. But yeah, he was looking for me, and to put it bluntly, he paid us an awful lot of money, or paid them an awful lot of money, to go elsewhere, but took me with him for some reason. Next thing I know, the bastard hits me with a blackjack and stuffs me in the stupid shack. Like he didn't spend any of my goddamn money or
Well, he was always a bit of an untrustworthy douchebag.
Yeah, don't I fucking know it.
Alright, what was your specific beef with him, Blue?
Oh, he killed me.
She just looks you up and down. You don't look too worse for wear.
Nah, I got better.
Whatever.
Oran gets up. Very interesting. What else do we need to do? He's putting all the dishes away.
Yeah, what were we supposed to be doing out here? You guys are gonna go see some big dumb frog or whatever? Why don't you tell me what the fuck you guys are doing, since Baldy decided to not tell me too much about that, and and I'm sitting here.
Is he actually bald under the helmet?
No, his name's Baldric. I don't know if you caught that, hon.
Wow.
You know what? I really didn't. Thank you so much, Victrix. You were so helpful. I'm so glad you're here with us.
No problem. Someone's got to do the
Victrix
thinking
is a
for you.
valuable part of this party. Like, poor Picturn just pipes up.
She points a finger at Picturn, and don't you forget it.
I won't. I never will.
As
Rubs neck wound.
Go on, Oran.
Oran gets up and is like, well, I guess now's never to go meet with the big frog thing. Let's go.
As you say that, appearing at the door is the element-touched Tashti, who looks in. Hello.
Hey, Tashti, how you doing?
I've been given the location of the grotto, and I'm going to take you there.
Okay.
Cool.
How are you all doing?
Well, we just ate breakfast.
Yep.
And
It's the most important meal of the day, after all.
don't lie to her.
Bitch.
What?
I mean, or look,
we get back to the overhead map.
we're running out of steam, man. Let's just fucking go.
I slave over a hot stove all morning just to... You tell me what I cooked you is not the most important meal of the day. I don't even fucking eat it, and I cook it over you.
If it's not the most important meal of the day, it will be your last meal of the day of your life.
God.
It's like,
All right.
sorry, Rehua, it just tastes like bark all the time.
Tashti joins the group, and you
Rehua will
know.
remember that.
I need to have like a text thing in the top right of the overlay. I can just always type. Someone will remember that every
Yes.
time.
All right. Tashti leads the way. This journey only takes you about 2 days of continuance through the swamp. As this occurs, Tashti leads the way, occasionally talking, trying not to get on the nerves of Victrix. The rest of you are kind of, like somewhat energized, but also somewhat sullen given all of the recent changes. You make your way through the Solitude Swamps, accompanied by, your trusty Pictor, now Victrix as well. Tashti leads the way. Eventually, you come across a stream. Tashti indicates to the stream, sort of motioning to the downward current. This stream leads to the grotto. It goes to a small cave mouth that's really not accessible for anyone to go through, but then there's a larger cave mouth that's the proper entrance. Can y'all give me perception checks?
Sure.
I would love to. I'm afraid of what would happen if we fail an obvious one in front of
Oran doesn't have to worry about that.
Oh, nice.
He's got a 35.
I see into the other dimensions.
That's a 26.
I got a 17.
Yeah, cool. I will just assume that. He's doing it. There's Tannhauser coming in dead last, fashionably late. Oh, yeah.
Comes in with the 22.
It's because I like saw Victrix's intimidation check and I was like, what the fuck, are we all rolling intimidation checks?
Yeah, we're all gonna intimidate Pick turn now.
Yeah,
Disassociate
Yeah.
for a second.
Valli. Valli and Oran, you notice along the banks of this stream that sort of like widens out to a small river. It's kind of an in-between state. You notice that there's like broken pieces of wood. But Oran, with your success, you notice that it's the same type of wood that belonged to the boxes that you saw in the cube, the boxes that you saw at Gorgamonger's, and some of the boxes you saw along like with the Children of the Blaze camp.
Interesting.
Hey, Rehua,
Yes?
like, look here, Rub's tree. You saw the same wood
What?
of those boxes and stuff we found. You remember those boxes in like the cube that was filled with all the rot stuff?
Yes, I do. That is quite interesting. Frankly, I was worried you were going to make some thinly veiled racist joke. But you know
Wow.
what? That's okay.
Wow.
I always expect, bigotry in my Rotgrind adventure.
I can do that
If
for you.
there's one thing we love here at Rotgrind, it's bigotry.
Let's start saying our slurs all together now.
All right, chat. This time you get to participate.
No, no.
Stop!
356 people.
What? I just want to
Oran
say all the
tap.
nasty words. Let me say them.
Ass. I said one. All right, so Oran's tapping over.
Don't
Because
post the
it's-
lore emoji, you damn it.
Hey, that's a really good thing. I'm considering giving you some nastiness for that one, Mr. Almost actually said a slur in the chat.
Yeah, it's not an invitation to actually do it. Use your
Please
brain
don't.
cell. God damn it. Anyway,
Yeah.
so basically, Oran will tap the tree and be all like, there has to be something important about this type of wood and stuff. It must have some properties that could resist the rot, even to maybe help transport and everything. And it's been the same for here and at the cart and transporting and everything else. So they must have gathered the wood here.
Well, the stream here is where we send our supplies, Tashti says. Once we get the ones from the city, the medical supplies, those boxes we put on the stream, they go through that first cave I mentioned. Then they drop down into the grotto for storage in case we need them. Since we're constantly moving, the only place we have that's a safe harbor is Ribbius's grotto.
The game master told me I'm stupid. All right, never mind.
I got a question for you, Rocky.
Yeah.
Don't call me Rocky.
Right, sure. Okay, Stony.
Oh, jeez.
Powers preserve me. Okay, yes.
Why do you guys send all this crap down to a cave filled with some deity thing?
Does he really need that much?
Ribbius protects it for us for when we do need medical supplies and others of the tithe that Outset provides for us.
Does he not?
We've
eat
been
any of
blessed
it?
for a few seasons that we haven't had to take from the supplies, but
And you're just sure he's still got all of it there, right? He doesn't eat any of it?
I don't think so. I've never met Great Ribbius before. I'm not worthy. Not yet.
My friend, I think the only person who eats bandages and peroxide here is you.
What?
That was a mean thing to say, Valli. Don't. Like tugs at Valli's side picture. She's like, don't. You don't wanna say bad things about Victrix. Victrix is a good person.
She leans on her
It's only
glaive
good fun.
like it's a leaning cane. It's like, no, she can say it. She's cute.
Oh.
I'm getting
overdo
such
it.
mixed signals here.
That's how I roll.
You know what? I respect that. Let's go see a frog.
Yeah,
Right.
frog.
Mr. Tannhauser,
Yes.
I miss Baldric.
I do too.
That's the
Thurston, go
point.
ahead.
He gets it. He finally gets it.
All right. So you carry along the stream until you come to this like large outcropping of rock that juts out. But the stream goes into this outcropping of rock, but it's only like a foot of a like slit in. So like someone could fit, but it would be very, very precarious, and you're assuming like it does go under right away. So Tashti sort of leads you around it, indicating, by pointing to the little streamlet, and that's where the crates go down, but we'll come this way, and they sort of lead you down along the side, and you realize you're kind of at a like slope going down. As you do this, however, you start to notice in the west there are like further large storm clouds that have now formed. Kind of as you're going through some of the tree cover in this area, you see them. And to the west is this vast storm, similar to the one you saw before. Just this crackling electrical storm, far off in the distance, not enough to like come down on you, and it's not coming towards you by any stretch. But the same one that seemed like, or the same type, I should say, maybe even the same one that had fallen upon you earlier, and certainly given Valli a piece of its, weather-based mind. It just hangs there to the west, almost towards what you would guess to be like the western coast. Tashti notices it. It's certainly following you around.
So long as I don't get electrocuted again, it can follow us wherever it wants.
Oh, it's gonna be okay. It's scared of Rehua.
Very true.
He's
Very
not
true.
scared of me. We simply came to a mutual understanding that now was not the time.
What is the time gonna be? Are you saying you're gonna fight that storm later on?
Oh, not necessarily. All I can say, Picturn, and he'll just loom with a shadow just behind him.
Yeah, anime. Get on.
You will know it when it happens.
Okay.
Old tree yells at God.
Yeah. Tashti then approaches towards a sort of like stooped cavern entrance coming out of this rocky outcropping, which at this point rises up a fair way. There is like lichen and moss and some like strange vines that come down, almost obscuring the entrance entirely. But Tashti sort of waves their hands. All right, that's the cave. I'm not allowed to go in.
All right. Well,
So
thank you for all your help.
Way out here, and please try not to offend the Great One.
Oh, wait. hang on a
Victrix, you
second.
should stay outside.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute. I thought we were coming here to fight something.
No.
What the fuck is my point then?
We're
it's
here to
something-
get cured of the rot. You're just here because I don't know. You
Well,
need some
you're here in
friends?
case something
Victrix is here because Victrix
does.
is really good and important.
We're here in case
All right,
something
kid.
does happen.
Right.
Yeah, just watch our back. You know, you can either just watch the entrance or make sure it doesn't eat us.
All right.
Very
sure.
true.
All right.
Makes sense.
Diplomacy succeeded.
Yeah, there you go. You
Yeah.
succeeded with the player.
So you are going to head in. What's your light sources that you've got going on?
Tannhauser.
I
know.
No, he doesn't wear
It's
it.
me.
Yeah.
I am no longer grossly incandescent.
Vic's got a torch.
Anyone
So
else? Or are
she'll
you
light
just
up the
going
torch.
by Vic's torchlight?
Yeah, sure.
I have light as a cantrip. It's fine.
Okay, no, I was like, are you going to cast it or?
Put the two
No.
tanks up front. That's hilarious.
Oh, okay. So you're just going to let Vic. Okay, cool. Right. Cool.
You just hear the metal clank of the glaive, and then also the wooden clack of her fucking peg leg as she's walking along with this stupid torch.
Okay.
Tell me again why I'm leading the way.
You have the torch.
You all have hands, right?
Well, then give me the torch.
You want me to
no,
carry
it's
the
my
torch? I
torch.
can carry the torch.
No, it's my torch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well.
Hey,
Why are you doing it? No, it's mine.
it was a question, jackass.
I'll say
The
out of
moisture
character,
in
so
the
that's
air
personal.
strikes you as you enter this cave.
It
You-
strikes me.
Yeah, you feel it like there's like slime on the walls, lichen, little growths, and you, like as you're carrying, you just hear the constant like rush of water and then drips of water. There's like kind of broken sort of rocks along a fairly narrow 5-foot wide passage that like snakes through. Along the walls are like small carvings that you can see have been made. Which none of you except for Oran can recognize, but Oran, you read them as the Druidic language.
I could read
They are
these.
praises to the various old powers. In particular, they are giving praise to the deity Auntie Drown.
I relayed the information.
Okay.
Okay, Auntie Drown. That's a good sign. We're good with Auntie Drown.
As far as I remember.
How the hell do you know that?
It's a long story.
Yeah.
How the hell did he fall in with you guys? You guys do not strike me as the kind of people he'd associate with.
Oh, we aren't. We're just very persistent.
Yeah.
Damn.
Desperate times make for strange bedfellows.
We have some interests.
We live near each
Who
other.
just sighed because Vic will point her fucking glaive at that?
As you go to point the glaive, like it seems to resonate off the walls.
That sounds like a frog. Let's go.
Or something undead? Or worse?
Ugh.
Well, let's hope it isn't.
Or maybe he's just depressed. I can solve all of that with my glaive if you want.
Yeah.
You're just communing with it now.
Me too, buddy. No.
Come on.
It's also the sound I make when I get up from the recliner.
Something I make when I wake up in the morning.
the
Yeah.
sound you make when you eat one too many cheese curls.
Relatable.
Vic is gonna lead on because we are sitting here talking to the cave walls.
We enter
go.
inside.
Yeah, so traveling a short way further, maybe about 10 minutes of walking through winding caverns. Vic's torchlight then illuminates to a large chamber, about maybe 50 feet in diameter, the torchlight barely even reaching the far edges of it in its dim illumination. There is the rushing of 3 waterfalls along the back, all of which seem to go into this pool. There's a path that snakes off to the east as you come in, kind of carrying on the cave system. But then you see a gargantuan figure that seems to rest inside this pool here. It is a utterly massive frog that stares up at you with two eyes, and like it's covered in just lichen and moss, but it has this lethargic tone, and its like mouth just sort of opens and closes and just does this
Anarchy in the air, that thing is ugly.
Oran wants to quickly cover, just go like, it's good to see you. He wants to talk in the Druidic language, and like, just everything. Just talking in Druidic language, saying Ribbius, was it? Ribbius. As I said, I am Oran of the Greening Way, high from the Fajal Mountains, far away from this land. We've come to beseech thee if you have the time.
And its mouth keeps making these sounds, but then it rises up, and as it does so, you see that this entity has 3 mouths, and whilst the first one continues to like relay these grunts and groans, a middle mouth rises up out of the water and begins to speak. Well, hello there, it says in like a thick common. Welcome to my grotto.
I hate you.
I love him. I love him so much.
This man is my friend.
That's very nice. Solvik is still pointing the glaive at him like, what the fuck? What am I looking at? Why?
Oh, aren't you the cutest group to come here in a while?
Oh my god,
Aww.
it's Frog the Jam.
He thinks we're cute.
The top mouth continues to grunt.
So, thank you for your time, Sir Ribbius.
And then the second mouth. Oh, it's no problem at all. I'd come out to greet you proper, but I'm kind of tired.
You know what? We all understand that. That is what the kids call a big mood.
What?
Just assume the top mouth is doing that unless I say otherwise, so I don't have to
You don't have to keep it up.
Exactly. Well, we were informed that you possibly have abilities that allow you to cleanse the rot. Is that correct?
Is that what you've been told? Who been telling you that kind of stories? You've been finding them on the sides of cave walls and talking to old Athon there?
Yes, Athon speaks very highly of you.
Course he does. I known him since he was a young whippersnapper, I do.
Really? You don't look a day over... I don't know. How long frogs live?
Not very long.
Just say a large number.
Are you asking how old I am? That's very, very direct of you, child of the storm.
That's right. It's really rude to ask a frog its age. You look as fresh as you were birthed from the spawns of after being a tadpole.
You look no different than your prime when the first life sprang forth in the swamps, Mr. Frog.
That
he
one,
said.
Rehua was better at it.
We're so good at this.
I see. Well, and like there's just like this like resounding, just like sound coming. Well, yeah, I am. I suppose the correct would be 1,600 of your years old.
Yeah.
Write that down.
You certainly possess great wisdom, I know.
I don't leave this grotto that often, so I don't know much.
Quit talking out of your ass, Blue.
Like the central mouth is now laughing whilst the top mouth continues its like exasperations.
So you came here for a cure for the rot.
Yes. Myself and my friend Oran here, have come into contact with the rot. More than a simple affliction, it's something that's worked its way into, well, deep in. We were sponsored, you see, and both of us have met our end before.
Oh, I know. My mama, the auntie, she thinks highly of all of you, except the one in the rags and the little one there. You was all in her eyes. She watches you like I do now.
We're very grateful for her blessings, and unfortunately,
You're lucky, too, because since she watches you, since the auntie watches you, since Taus watches you, then there is a chance to be cured. You see, that's the rub of the situation. You see, only the sponsor can walk back the affliction of the rot.
and we wish to continue to prove ourselves in the eyes of the Auntie Drown.
Can you give me a diplomacy check, Valli?
Sure would like to.
Finally! A skill just for her!
Well, I'm better at deception, but that's fine.
Nat one.
It's better than literally everyone else, Molly! That's not bad at all.
29.
Well, I like you and want to help you, but there's a problem, you see.
And what would that problem be?
Well, in order to speak the soothing song to cure you of your ailments, my third mouth must speak, but my third mouth is so tired it cannot open.
What can we do to help?
Well, I think there is something wrong in the deeper grotto. I would go and look into it, but I'm too big for those other places.
And he sort of leans his head towards the passage that continues on.
I sometimes have the folks from the kaibus come, but they have been so prosperous lately they have not needed to. But now that you are here, you can go in. You can find what's wrong in there. And when you do find what's wrong in there, then you can make it so that my lower mouth can speak the soothing song.
Of course. Anything.
Hey, pardon me for weighing in on this. This isn't really my bit. You got those guys up topside, the fellas from the kaibu, the Twang folk? You'd say they don't want to help you because they're too prosperous right now? Don't they... Aren't you their god? You know, that thing?
I want to point something out to you, little one. Look at the cave behind you. Look at the cave to the side. Does it look like I can fit through that?
How the hell do they speak to you then?
They have to come here, but they only come when they're not prosperous. They only come when they need something, and they ain't needed anything. So I've been here all alone.
well, maybe it's like a communication. Literally, one of them just said that they're not allowed to go in. So maybe we could I'll relay a message that you want people to come visit.
Well, I don't want them to visit all the time. I like sleeping. As he says that, the top mouth is just again like, ugh.
Well,
Fuck me sideways. Fuck it. We'll just do it ourselves.
Well, we'll put a bell or something so you can ring it if you want company.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
We'll
Ring
figure
the bell for
something out.
company and
Yeah.
otherwise.
So
yeah.
basically, to help you do the soothing song, to help us clear the rot, we need to go help take care of the stuff for the grotto, which I'm good for. We can help
good
out,
for it.
right? He looks to everyone else.
Of course we can help.
What do we do but help?
I'm here to kill shit.
Picturn
I
is
know you are.
like turned away from the entire conversation and is just like looking towards the grotto, like, you know, the ominous cave mouth entrance, just staring at it despondently.
Or
We'll see that.
We'll put a hand on Pictur's shoulders. Like, yeah, we get the cure ourselves of the rot, Picturn, and then we can continue to go have adventures together.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, adventures together, right?
I thought it'd be a bit different here, so that's all. I just, thought we'd come and get everyone all fixed up.
What the fuck's your problem now?
Well, we're almost there, Picture. We just gotta do this thing, and then we're good.
Yeah, that's right. We're just gonna go in there and get everyone all fixed up.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, guys.
We're gonna go down there and fix whatever's wrong with Ribbius, and then it's going to be smooth sailing. We'll be eating hand pies at Granny's Sweets and Outset in no time.
Yeah,
that was
Just
such
one more job, Picturn. Just one more job.
you
I need you to trust me.
Shut the fuck up.
Tree, that was such a saccharine sentence. I think my teeth are gonna fall out of my head.
I hope they do.
Holy shit! Based Rehua coming at Vic.
The way
with
he said that.
Misogyny.
God forbid she can do anything.
God forbid women do anything.
Or starts moving forward.
Is
Yeah, let's
Picturn
go.
moving? Is Picturn moving at all?
He's still like staring at the cave, like just sort of waiting for someone to take the initiative.
Vic is going to pass him the torch, and then she is going to get out her 10-second hourglass.
Okay.
This empties. Go on.
Picturn, it's okay. We'll go together. I don't want you to get smushed down there by something big and scary like a rot frog.
Rot frog? You think there's a rot frog in there?
No, there's definitely
It's
not.
probably not. I mean, it can infect everything, but it's probably not. If Ribbius is
Victor.
okay.
I'm gonna
give you a
take the
hint.
torch and I'm gonna
Picturn.
start walking.
There
Okay,
are
so
scarier
what
things in this
has
room
the
right
torch?
now, Picturn.
Okay.
I will follow my my blue companion.
Blue.
Okay, so Valli has the torch. Okay, very good.
Vic will be right behind Tannhauser.
Okay.
I'll be behind Vic.
Okay,
You know-
one sec.
Tannhauser, you were going to say something.
I'm just gonna lean into Valli, and I'm just gonna say,
I get the feeling that we're not giving this frog the respect it deserves.
Well, we are doing this errand for him. And I'm doing my best to be respectful, deferential.
Do you think that you'll need me
What?
for what's about to happen? Because if not, I may have a plan to guarantee the favor of Ribbius.
Well, let's deal with whatever his problem is first, and I imagine that will endear us to him.
Yes,
He didn't seem like he disliked us, especially since Auntie drowned school with us.
That is true. Yes. Lead the way.
And,
right.
Not being disliked is kind of the best our little band can hope for,
It's
right?
almost like being liked. Yes.
It's very close to being liked.
Okay. You carry on. The cavern here expands a bit to, about almost like a 10-foot wide passageway, which is spacious, but still nowhere near enough to contain the 5x5 square Ribbius. But you make your way through for quite some time. Again, about another 5 minutes through winding passages and hearing the sound of water dripping. Eventually, you come across like an open area that sort of cuts. There's like paths to the north, to the south, and on the wall is an inscribed symbol of Balansas of Anti-Drown, like cut into the rock here. And you see alcoves on the walls here as well, just individual small little alcoves that appear to have like tiny offerings in them as you approach.
Offerings.
Bring up a map.
Ooh.
Get the map. Get the map.
Items,
get
you
the
say.
map,
Offerings.
get the
Things
map.
to take, you say.
No,
map.
don't take from Ribbius.
You may need to zoom out. Hopefully, do you all see the map? The map?
It's stuck on 98% for me,
Loading.
so we're just giving
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's bloating.
It's
Yeah.
bloating.
Give
Okay.
her
If it's
a
like
second.
a big old high resolution map, then it usually does this sometimes.
I tried to preload it, which is fine. It will load eventually. But yeah, you see the symbol on the wall. The sort of like dry
Hold on, chat.
swirls.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna do a little refresh. 1 second, chat.
Oh, okay. But yes, as you sort of begin your approach, and you see this, and then several boxes to the south of the area as well.
There we go.
Yes, and then Valli, holding the torch, has kind of this this beautiful light sort of illuminating the way.
Incandescent.
Yes.
You're orange.
True.
What would you like to do?
I am curious about the boxes. Because you said that the boxes were similar to the ones we had seen in the lab space. Okay.
These ones appear to be a bit different. They look
Okay.
far more far less manufactured. Like there's
Fantastic.
been some like personal care and love put into them, but they're also like some of them seem to have water pooled on them, or like kind of like layers of like dust and debris that have fallen on them.
In that case, I'm going to keep an eye out for disturbances. I'm gonna step a little further up, like here-ish,
Okay.
kind of where the tunnel starts splitting off. Gonna lean around.
Okay. So yeah, you begin to head up. As you do, you can kind of get a sense of like that this cave is incredibly dark. So I'm just going to very quickly readjust your light. Sorry, I had it on daytime when it is absolutely not daytime. Okay. Yeah. So Valli, you carry on up. You can see that the passages continue on to the north. It appears like there's like a section of water, and you can see the edge of it, like water lapping up against a stone that's sort of starting to decline down. To the east, there's a similar area. It looks like this place has got a lot of water in it.
Wow.
I guess that checks out because it's anti-drown. Well, who's the best swimmer here?
Oran raises his hand.
Oh, that is true. You can turn into a sea animal.
I can sort of.
Did I
swim
give her
pretty good.
underwater? No, I did not.
And
give her
Thurston
underwater.
gave me a cool item that gives you swim speed.
Okay, can I
is
say
swim based
before
on
this
athletics?
episode, I told Jamie it was going to be a coin flip if you remembered that, but very good. Thank you for being on the side.
Actually, I got a question for you, Thurston. Is it
Yes.
based on athletics? Swamming?
Swamming, yes, is based on athletics.
Who else got a good athlete?
Not me.
Like
I got
I
plus
literally have a swim speed.
I know.
Because of that essence, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
and
you
I have
attack
underwater.
under the-
power.
I'm
alone.
kind of fleet-footed. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I guess Oran will go up and investigate the water. It's like, well, I'll go take a look at it, Valli.
Godspeed.
Hi, Captain. He goes up this way. I'll like to perception check the water, make sure like no giant alligator is gonna go. Blah, blah.
I want to perceive the water.
Sure, yeah, so you go up to the water. Do you want to give me a perception check?
Sure can. I rolled a 10 for a total of 25. Do I see the bodies?
10 for a total of 25. You do not see any bodies. Instead, you see that the water is sort of like dark. I mean, you're kind of at the edge of the vision that Valli's giving you with the torch from where she's standing. But like, yeah, you can tell that it seems just like lapping water in here.
Yeah, if it seems deep enough, Oran will look back at the crew and be like, you want me to investigate inside or leave this alone?
Let's get a look around the rest of the place, and then we'll explore the bodies of water after.
Okay. Start investigating the rest of the room with everyone else. And
yeah. So as you start to kind of pull around, whoops. Whoa. Apparently my game just
I wanted to ask before we all
yes.
disappeared out, Thurston, would it be possible to reach the bodies with Vic's gaff? Or are they too far away?
What bodies?
You said bodies.
No, that was a joke. That was a bit.
I was doing the SCP reference.
Well, I'm gonna bring it back.
No bodies. There's actual bodies in there. Narrative declaration. This
like, well, narrative declaration. There are corpses that are bloated and distended.
They're narrative declarations to make shit worse on themselves, chat. Yeah.
We're just that based.
I narratively declare that there are poison ghosts in the water.
Okay,
I narratively declared I lose my limbs.
Oh, well, shit. What is this, the Alpha Musa role-playing game?
How much damage do I take?
I'm infected.
Yeah. As you, as Valli, as you sort of like walk around with your torch, sort of like kind of walking around this central pillar of stone that rises up, you can tell kind of like the ceiling here isn't too high. It's only about like 12 feet. But you see that there's more lapping water to the east and like northeast, southeast, and then there's more niches and alcoves to the south with more boxes and such set up there. But it looks like your only available continuing points are places with water, beyond like investigating the boxes and the alcoves.
Well, those of us who can swim should probably swim. The rest of us could stay behind and pick through the boxes, see what we find.
Yeah, I'll split the party. He goes over to one of the bits of water.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like I can follow you.
It's fine. You'll be fine, I'm sure.
Everyone's sure of things.
Don't worry, Oran. I can swim good too.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, pick turn. It's
What's
all
the
right.
matter?
A cabin doesn't help in this situation.
Well,
Brother,
your
we're in a
presence
cave.
does.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna.
Hey, Picture, do you have anything to help with water breathing?
I don't. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Your bright smile makes my day every better. I look forward to seeing it when I come back. Goes under the water.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Besides, we need you here to keep us alive if something eats our legs off.
Yeah.
All right.
You can help, but honestly, you've earned a break. You can just take a breather unless something goes horribly wrong.
Given that Valli has the light source and you're going into like pitch black and water, Rehua, are you like lighting yourself up with a light spell?
Oh yeah, no, I cast light.
Okay.
I'm also going to manifest my soul-forged armament. So I'm going to manifest the armor as Rehua's frame splays apart and crystalline groups of weird space astral magic manifest around him. And he just starts walking into the water as the water kind of wraps around him since he has an equivalent swim speed as walk speed is on.
I love it when Rehua whips out the weird shit.
Okay. Tannhauser, what are you doing?
So first up, the way to proceed forward appears to be swimming through this water, right? It's not just for the blessed, for the rotted.
It appears the only ways out are the southeastern passage, this northeastern passage, and then the north passage of water. Those are the ones you've explored. And those appear to be the only exits here.
I'm going to, I guess splitting up 2-2-2 isn't the worst idea. So our good friend Pickturn can swim, right? He'll be swimming.
Are you asking him this?
Our good friend Pickturn, can you swim?
I'm gonna walk up to Pickturn.
Pickturn,
Yeah.
I have a mission for you. It's very important, and I didn't want to tell the others.
What's that?
I'm gonna reach into my back pocket, take out my backpack, and I'm going to unveil a powerful artifact I've had on me for a long time.
I don't give this away easily. But, given that there is likely strange esoteric dangers within this cave, I think it's best that you handle this.
And I'm going to reach up and I'm going to raise up my fishing rod and fishing tackle.
See if you can catch anything.
Down here, up there, where should I fish?
You should use your fisherman's instinct to be able to divine where there may be fish.
This is like World of Warcraft.
All right, I'll go fishing. He takes your fishing and tackle.
This is very important. I love fishing.
The rare spawns here.
Macabre.
Make sure he gets a size 2 fish.
All right, well, with this colossal waste of our time done, I'm going to go in the water.
Okay, so you're going in the water. Oran, you're going in the water. Rehua, you're going in the water.
Of a sort.
Okay, elaborate what you mean by of a sort. You don't get to say that and not tell me what you're doing.
Well, because of adaptable persona, I get an equivalent climb or swim speed equal to my land speed. I'm choosing swim because I'm manifesting it. But I'm flavoring it in that the water just kind of parts around him like he's hydrophobic. Because he's just fucking weird like that. He's technically swimming, just in his own weird way.
Okay,
He's in a bubble.
Okay, so both of you are gonna get your swim speeds, which I think Oran for you is, what does that essence give you when it's affixed to you? It is a 20 feet. Yeah. And then Tannhauser, okay, what's your baseline speed, Tannhauser?
My baseline speed is 25, but it can increase with Laughing Shadow and various other things.
Okay, but you're not like 40 feet right now. Because basically how this works is you move through water like without, this is calm water. You don't even have to make an athletics check here. Unless, things go, like, oh, it's turbulent water or something. But basically you move 5 feet plus 5 feet for every 20 feet of your land speed. So that's going to be like, you're going to move 10 feet in the water.
Oh, damn. That's pretty slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I suggested that the two swimming boys kind of report back what they see in the water, and we divide and conquer our efforts with everything back here, just to kind of see if we see anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? Let's do that instead of whatever the fuck I was going for.
Okay. He wanted to swim.
Okay. So, Oran and Rehua, are you going to swim through this area together?
Yes.
Or are you going to like one? Okay, cool. So I assume you're just going to like buddy system stick together and go through?
Yeah.
Always when diving. Cave diving is dangerous.
Cool. So you start making your way through. Are you like, yeah. So you make your way and eventually find like a little islet at the opposite end of the chamber, which you realize this area is like a giant like horseshoe that comes around to the southeastern. As you come up back onto this little islet here, no more than like 10 feet from the wall, you can see more alcoves. There's some objects inside of those alcoves, and in fact something in one of those alcoves that looks, particularly interesting. But before you get a chance for that, can each of you give me a perception check?
All of us?
Just the two who are there, Oran and
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
each of you.
I got you.
Yes.
I see into the water.
Oran rolled an 18 for a total of 33.
15
And
for
then
a total of 30.
Then your dice knocked my dice over and put it on a 1. Thanks, Hulky.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, Zoran. I don't make the rules.
Don't worry.
Beats you up, throws dice at you.
So both of you see something happening on the walls. Very quickly, you can tell that there appears to be some sort of like growth on the walls, like oily, like inky blackness that seems to be spreading along the stone, even coming out of some of the alcoves. To give you an idea, you have both succeeded at like detecting this just as it's starting. So given the rules you have, Oran, I'm gonna let you get to go first here. You see this like inky growth happening. What are you doing?
Would I easily identify as something similar I've seen before?
It has some similar appearance to the rot, just in a very small form. Yeah.
And it's not approaching me or anything, right? It's just slithering on the wall there.
It seems to be slithering on the wall on the islet you've come on.
It's like, Rehua, be careful not to touch any of this. It seems to be, seems most of this place is infected by the rot. It's probably what the frog's been concerned about.
And rightfully so. This is, thankfully, pretty small in comparison to what we're used to.
Okay, stop. We're technically in a combat style round here, so that's about the extent of what you can say. What are you doing with your remaining actions, Oran?
Oran, as he's turning around and backing up, will kind of mention the Rehua, like, let's swim back. And he's going to start swimming backwards. So if I'm going to do that, so entering, since it's split, I'll just do 20 just for the movement stuff in total. So 20 swimming in, and then I still have one action left.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to start swimming back. It's like, get out of here.
Rehua, what are you doing?
So it's all over this back wall?
It's like it's growing out of the wall, spreading along the wall.
Okay. I am going to unveil the mossy mace, and I'm going to go to where the vestiges of this growth are and just trace the mace along the wall near where the ends of this blight is spreading and seeing if it starts to, fizzle out and recede.
Sure. Can you, as part of this, because you're sort of using like natural elements here, can you give me a nature check, please?
Sure. Yep. Ooh, 32, 19 on the die.
Cool. You are able to successfully disrupt this effect before it occurs. You trace it along. You recognize this as like a vestigial element of the rot. And with the use of the mace, you manage to repel it back. As you do so, you can see the alcoves are clear. And as you sort of finish this, you realize with your check that this was a type of hazard. It is a type of hazard that is unique to our setting, called a corruption. A corruption is different from, say, a haunt or an environmental hazard, in that a corruption is the alien influence of the rot manifesting in the real world. So it's similar to like a haunt, but a rot haunt. And you've managed to dissipate it. This was not a complex hazard. This was like a very simple, would have like one and done, probably like tried to influence your mind or damage your mind. But by doing the incantations you did, you managed to stop that.
Oh, so is this now, as opposed to just kind of pushing it back slightly, just dissipated outright?
From this area, yes, but you realize it wasn't like a direct like appearance of the rot. Like the rot that you saw didn't actually exist there. It was a mental like kind of like overlay of reality from probably a source of rot somewhere in the area.
Interesting. So it's like corrupting what could be any potential future manifestation of it, projecting outward, like it's bleeding over into the real right now.
Yes, like it's like there's a source nearby, and what it's doing is it's influencing reality in other places.
And Rehua would have picked up on this, like that, the nature of that. Ooh, I love that.
But as you sort of like pick up on that too, and you repel back this vestige, as you hear the splashing of Oran like GTFOing, you can see that the alcove that is left has some like gemstones that appear to be some like some aquamarines and fine gemstones, and then what appears to be a rune that like glows, and you can tell it's magic. There's like a magical rune with the symbol, the sort of symbol you saw on that entry pillar as you came into the grotto. Probably like, a palm-sized rune that you recognize as a type of like rune for like armor or weapons.
Oh, can I divine the nature of this?
Absolutely. Religion in this case.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He's doing the opposite of losing his religion. Well, maybe not.
Oh, well, maybe. 19.
You're able to study it, and with some of your other knowledge as you've investigated this, you can tell that this is a weapon rune. This is a weapon property rune for a frost weapon.
Ooh.
So, real quick, so people know what that is. A frost rune is something you can slap on. It's an 8th level rune. You slap it on. It's worth 500 gold pieces if you're to sell it. Anytime you attack with your weapon, you deal an additional 1d6 cold damage on a successful strike. And if you crit a target, the target is also slowed 1 until the end of your next turn, unless it succeeds a DC 24 fortitude save.
Cool.
So it is like raw extra damage on all of your attacks, but it does extra cold damage. So.
Well, nice. Well, I guess then I will pocket these items.
Okay.
Assuming
you're gonna just like take the gems as well. I can just put them in the people's loot. Should
Add
you
the
wish.
gems.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
I want to check with Ribbius before we leave, though. I don't want to kind of take his stuff. Worshippers left it here.
All good. It's about 150 gold per pieces worth of gems in rough value. So I've just added that to the people's loot.
Nice.
So Oran, you come ashore, but as you come back, Rehua is nowhere to be seen behind you.
Wait. Oh, I'm sure he's getting here. Hey guys, we found something weird.
What did you find?
Basically, it looked like some of the rot was trying to come out of the wall.
Why is there rot in the wall?
I don't know, man. I didn't put it there.
This is supposed to be the place where there is not a lot of rot.
Yeah, well, the frog couldn't squeeze through, and he couldn't clear it out, so that's probably why we're here. But oh hey, there's Rehua. He points over, and I see like the swamp monster of old just coming out of the water.
Oh, it's like that art somebody did of it came from the swamp. He's just kind of rising out of it with his light. That's oddly prophetic, but okay.
But but Rehua it was like, you stood there a little too long. You good?
Oh yeah, everything's fine. So, cool fact. That wall back there in the grotto is covered in rot, but get this, it wasn't actually the rot.
What was it?
What is the rot, but also isn't the rot? The rot.
The rot is the question.
The rot.
It was
The
me
root?
what I. Yes, the root. The root is out there in the Groot rose.
Wait, we got to go again.
What
short
was there
circuit.
was what one might call a corruption. It is a vestige of the rot itself. There is some greater blight nestled into this cave system, or probably close nearby outside. But it is not the blight itself. It is if that subsection of the rot, this element that has wormed its way in, is bleeding over not just into the surrounding area and the fauna and wildlife, but as if it is intersecting realities, like timelines where it might be or it might not be, but it's influencing the here and now as if it is trying to manifest further. The infestation goes beyond something like, well, infection, like you two. It's like it's trying to manifest without touching anything in actuality. But it responds to the moss just the same, and, well, it is gone, at least for the time being.
Oh no, we're getting metaphysical. My brain hurts.
So you assume this is some sort of holographic or perhaps imaginary rot?
Well, not quite. It without knowing more about the rot and studying it more than what we know now, it would be safe to
assume, or at least operate on the side of caution, that the rot has some kind of ontomorphic effect. That is to say, reality affecting beyond, well, blighting everything around it.
Hey,
But
Red.
I'm assuming we'll know more in time.
Hey, Red, I got a question for you.
Am I red?
Yeah, you are. You know, this up here. She, points to your hair and stops just short of touching it.
All right, what do you want?
Yeah, you said a really funny word there. What's holographic?
Holographic, it's a projection. Imagine a two-dimensional object that has been projected as if it had the qualities of a three-dimensional object. For instance, illusionists are fond of these mystical holograms. They're more common in Zeskorin, but most of the time the illusionist will call them phantasms.
She's just nodding and nodding and nodding, and then she just kind of pauses for a moment as you finish. Oh, so you mean like fake?
In a way, but this rot is clearly real. I meant in the way that it's a projection of something beyond. Forgive me, I had to vacate a port in my mouth.
Don't cough in my face again.
Lifts up like a silo from his mouth before smashing it back in.
Anyway, as I was saying, it could be an imprint from the other dimension. It could be a key into where this rot comes from, or it could be the residue of 1,000 transfers of rot. I don't know. I only have theories.
Okay, essay answer. Good. So
If you prefer a less intellectual one, sure, it's fake real rot.
Good.
TLDR,
That clears
shit's
that up.
weird. Let's keep looking for more evidence.
Blue, we were gonna go this way. She points the glaive into the room with the crates.
Yep,
all
yep.
of them. All right. Well,
Yeah.
In that case, we the two of them are gonna go and look at boxes.
Yeah, so the alcoves here are covered with various offerings. They appear to mostly be like little bone tokens, some like stitched together in the symbol of the old powers, some in the symbol of, respective powers, though primarily those of Auntie Drown Balnasaz. As you are kind of going through these, the boxes themselves appear to be like preserved foods. There's also like some alchemicals in here that you're finding, though not many. It doesn't match up with like medical items at all. It seems to be more like preserved foods, very like local cuisine, you're guessing, in some cases. Some of the food here is spoiled, like it was just put here as an offering and nothing else.
Huh.
If you have a religion, you can give me a check.
Yep. Nope.
Okay, cool.
Nope.
Who do you take Vic for? Who do you take her for?
I'm not a religious woman.
Neither am I.
I mean,
Actually, what about that one religion that you're part of?
yeah, thank you.
For
Oh, that
Christ's
is
sake.
true. That is true.
Sniff for crawdanimus. Keep little sniffers in there. Hey, Rehua, you wanna go and help them out? They seem to be having trouble. They're staring at that box real hard.
Oh, they always stare at the boxes, but they never ask how the box is. I'll help out.
Yeah, starting to consider it.
All right, what do we got here?
We got boxes and crates with things dedicated to the old powers.
Sorry,
This,
I like to feel like we brought in
food
an expert.
Okay.
See how much they're worth.
Stand back, gamers. I got this.
Vic is
gamer.
while he's doing that, Vic is like picking up some of the. Vic is picking up some of the very aged food and just like sniffing it before like dragging down her mask a bit to take a bite.
No.
Yeah, it's a 17.
If you had to guess, like, you would guess that this is like offerings. Like, this would be a place where just things would be offered to the old powers with no expectation of like, them being accepted. They're just here. So yes, it would be okay to take this stuff because like it's kind of just offered here to the old powers. If someone were to take this stuff back, then it would be like, oh, it's assumed that clearly the old powers wanted them to get this.
Yeah, so basically we can just take this. This is fine.
Oh my god.
Just take it.
Wow, we can take it.
Well,
Will
yes,
you get that out of your mouth?
they're just offerings. It's a
still
kind of
edible.
like it's a catch-22. If we don't take it, it's assume the old powers wanted us to not take it, and vice versa. If we come back with the supplies, oh yes, the gods wanted us to have these things. So, I mean, if you need them, by all means, let's pick them over and see if we can get something to go back safely.
Huh.
Thurston, I'll let you decide. What the fuck is she eating now? What is remotely edible in here?
There's there's probably like some like preserved foods that were like canned outset foods that have been like placed here, that have some taste to them, probably with, I don't know, some kind of like crunchy element like nuts or whatnot.
Using the glaive as a can opener. Good.
Yes. Yeah, okay. So, taking that, like, I assume you'll just spend some time going over this stuff and seeing what's usable.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll spare us like a lot. There's not much here that's going to be of actual use to you. Like, you don't need any of this food stuff. Your food stuff's going to be better. Like, there's just a lot of, things that are overall going to be, But there are 3 potions hidden amongst these that don't match potions you've seen before. They appear to be not alchemical, but like magically created. So any of our nature, like a nature check or a religion check to identify them.
Rehua, you can take that.
Sure, I can take that. One moment.
One
It'll
moment.
pop up.
Please.
Let's do a little bit better this time. 28. What are the 28?
Yeah. So these are 3 potions, healing potions, moderate healing potions. Remember that like healing potions tend to be a bit more effective than like elixirs of life. In this case, like moderate healing potions restore 3d8 plus 10 hit points when you drink them. There's 3 of them. I have put them in the people's loot, along with the still unidentified scroll and wand object in there.
I think Thurston's mad at us that we didn't identify this.
No, I'm just
Oh, hey, why don't I
Yes, Jin?
identify that scroll?
Oh, wait, let's do it
Why
right
don't I
now. Oh,
identify
man.
that wand?Hy do I do that?
Why not just?
Victrix begins hitting Thurston in the head.
How about Speaker, you give me a arcane check, and Oran, you give me a nature check, just because,
Oh,
that's
man,
so
okay,
crazy,
cool.
dude.
Yeah, I'm glad we took the initiative.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, I rolled an 18. I rolled 18 for a total of 35.
All right, so
And
you
for
identify.
Tannhauser, he rolled a 7 for a total of 24 for pocket.
Yeah, you identify both of these. So I've added it to people's loot. The primal item was a scroll of wall of fire.
Neat.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And then the wand was a wand of 3rd level fireball.
This is probably nothing.
It's just a twig. It's just a twig.
Orange holding up the wand. It's just a wood from a tree, Tannhauser. I mean, it's not
It
like.
comes from trees, unless it comes from Rehua.
I mean, it would be pretty cool if this held magic of mass destruction.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I guess it's useless.
Yeah.
I might as well just try and cast it on my position right now in this enclosed area.
Yeah, here we go. Hold hand
All right,
together.
let's go.
We're going out together.
Wait, hold on a second. Get the bard over here!
For whatever reason, I'm thinking of 4 lions.
I think I will keep the wand of fireball.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the scroll.
You may drag them from the people's loot as
Because I
appropriate.
have the overlay, could you drag it for me, please?
I will allow this.
I need you to do it because I can't look at all this shit right now.
Lazy child.
It's
I
not
will do
lazy.
this
I'm running the
thing.
damn stream.
Yeah,
Here is your scroll of wall of fire. Very
Thank you.
good. I assume because I'm here, Tannhauser would also just like me to do this for him.
That would be so nice. Also, because I can't find the people's loot for some reason.
Yeah, I
Under
couldn't
the
find it
friends
either,
folder.
actually.
Do you not see it under the? You know what? I think it's because I put it under friends. I'm just gonna put it under PCs now.
Oh yeah,
Just
There
do
you
it.
go.
There you go.
The peepo.
The people's loot.
The people's loot.
That's
Yeah.
The people's
The people.
loot is where they
But
gather
that's about all
items.
you find from the objects and items here.
Okay, Vic will open up another can with her glaive and eat it.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice find, gang.
Delicious.
Hey, let's go check out Picturn.
Yeah,
Let's check
see
the
if he's
other
caught
area.
any fish.
Yeah.
I
Ain't no
hope he's
carnivores
caught
in
like
there.
the biggest fish.
Can I narrative
Pretty
declare? Well, I don't have any hero points. Oh well, never
I
mind.
narratively declare.
Wanted him to actually catch a fish.
So as you get closer, Valli, and like with the light of illumination of you and Rehua, as you get closer, you see that Picturn has like the fishing rod, but it's like it's like 2 feet out into the water. He's just kind of holding it limply in one hand.
Oh, my little guy. Everything
bored.
okay, Picturn?
I don't think there's anything in this water. Nothing seems to be bad.
No fish? Nothing? No, not even little ones?
No.
Well, good
What's
job.
up?
Sorry, go ahead.
What's the matter, buddy?
Nothing. It's just there's no fish here, and I was told to fish, and it's just another thing I failed at, I guess.
No, Picturn, buddy. Come here.
Tannhauser trusted he like has the hug. Tannhauser trusted me with this, and it just didn't work.
Picturn,
No.
Picturn. He asked you to fish, not to catch any, so you did great. You did exactly what he wanted you to do.
I guess.
And you did perfect. You know what you did? You know what you did, Picturn? Because you put the rod and the line and everything in there, you confirm that there's nothing in the water, which means it's safe for me and Rehua to swim.
Oh,
Does
I
that mean
guess-
that?
I mean, we
Yeah.
came out of that fine.
Absolutely. So now you help scout ahead. Good job, Picturn. Or we'll
Thanks.
move up and try to offer a high five.
Thanks. He like half-heartedly takes your high five. I appreciate it.
No problem,
That was the
Skillet.
Instagram symbol.
Dives in the water.
Okay, so in the water, Rehua, are you going? Are you gonna buddy system again?
Yes, because now that I know that there are vestiges of the rot in the cave, I don't want fucking Picturn going in by himself.
Okay, stop moving your
Oh,
tokens,
yeah.
please. Oop.
Don't move them. Don't move them.
Fucking pausing you.
What do you
yes.
mean? Don't move them. You don't move them.
Yeah, I'm pausing you because you're buddy systeming here. Can both of you give me perception checks as you're like going through the water?
No.
Oh, okay. Thanks everyone for another exciting episode.
24.
Okay, 24. And Oran?
I apologize. Sorry. Ooh. I got a 10 with a total of a 25.
Cool. So you both continue on into the water. Eventually, like you're kind of, I'm assuming, staying a little bit above the surface just to sort of get a sense of what's in the cave here.
Yeah.
So you see that it sort of branches off. You're making your way more and more forward. However, as you reach this point where you can see the cave sort of splits off, the waterway splits to the east, and you're in some deeper water. You can tell it kind of goes even beyond the light at this point. And to the north, there's like it carries on. But as you're doing this, something happens. Something lashes out from the water. And it lashes out at both of you. Something jets and yeah. So the first one, like this thing jets out. I'm going to just do a little thing here, no reason at all. Just reason, rolling some dice here,
You trying to strike me? Trying to strike me with a little trapperoni you put me in?
This can't be. Picturn fished.
Yeah, Picturn
okay.
cleared the way. The Keymaster lied.
So Oran.
I'm Oran.
Yeah, you are. You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, as you are also very suddenly feel something like crack on your chest as something comes around your chest. In fact, it snakes around your chest and grabs you and pulls you away from Rehua.
I took 70 points of damage and it's dragging me.
And as you see this, Rehua rising out from the water is a set of large sucker-ended tentacles.
Not the cave octopus.
No, it's
And-
not supposed to be here.
So that's why Hulky has to speaker 8 octopus.
I was about to say I had to bite my tongue a little bit when we started this episode. There was a bit of talk about octopi, but something that looks awfully like a giant octopi tentacle has now wrapped itself around Oran and pulled him away from Rehua
Oran
into
is-
the dark of the water.
Oran is
and that is where we're
screaming.
going to end today.
Oran is screaming, I'm too twig to be in this situation. No! And he's just clamoring.
Cancelled.
He's been taken and dragged into the deathly embrace of Dr. Octagonopus.
I know what I know what's gonna
Use
dominate the
Stella.
fan art channel today.
No.
Good.
Blocked. None of you are free of sin.
Yeah, no.
Leave the Discord.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work hard on the fan art this time, y'all. I mean, there's some
Oh,
good ones
no.
to jump already, like Baldric with the turtle.
Bit of fan art and everything. If you want to send your own fan art or go see a whole bunch of it, we have our art archive channel, everything else. You can always visit us discord.gg/narrative declaration. I do !Discord here on Twitch here, and you will find it also in the description of the YouTube stuff and everything. But of course, the ones that bring you the show, who brought you this episode today, is starting off with Odoroshi.
Hi, hello, it's just me, Odoroshi. I was playing Valli, the Sylph Swashbuckler. Wonderful session, everybody. If I hear a single tentacle joke, I'll come for you.
You're all dead.
Tentacolino.
And then, of course, next up we have the one who hopefully will save me, HulkyKrow.
That is me. I am HulkyKrow. You can find me at the usual places on Twitter at HulkyKrow, as well as pretty much all my socials. You can also find me in the Narrative Declaration Discord, our wonderful community filled with wonderful and also sinful art that you many wonderful artists and fans create. We love every bit of it. Please, by all means, if you aren't already, I'm sure there's a command we're going to throw in the chat right now to actually go and join the Discord if you haven't already.
good.
Again, by all means, stop on by. We would love to see you, and thank you so much again for having me. It's an absolute highlight of my week. This.
Of course, next up we have the stalwart Earndil.
Hello, everybody. My name is Earndil. You can find me at Twitter at @Earndilio and basically nowhere else except the Narrative Declaration server. I've been playing Victrix. We started with Baldric. Now we have Victrix. Wow, great.
Wow.
Now it's up to the
Golly
next
gee.
guy.
Golly
He's
gee,
also
the next
small
guy.
for some reason. Very small.
Here's the next guy. Look at him. Wow, it's Speaker. E of the D.
It is I, Speaker D, and I can be found on Twitter at Super Snake Kick, and you can also find me and Earndil and our various evil works on Alphabuse's channel, including our latest video, The Gamer Podcast, an HTTP audio drama. So please go and check that out.
Alphabusa.com.
At alphabusa.com. And I have one final thing to say, and that is
Excellent. And of course, thank you so much, Thurston, for game mastering this session today. Thurston.
Well, hello there. No, thank you all. This was great. I am looking forward to the continuation of the Grotto and what else our intrepid band, our destined band of chucklefucks might find in there. But thank you all. You can find me on all the things at On Call GM. I can't answer anything about the remaster for Pathfinder yet. Come to PaizoCon and learn about that, and then we'll probably talk about what the show's gonna do later on about that. But Pathfinder Remaster's coming. That's exciting. Oh boy.
Yeah, and I have been your host and your Strix Druid, Oran. All my stuff is at ZoranTheBear and everything else. I hope everyone has a fantastic time. If you want to help out the show and contribute to it and also get behind the scenes stuff, all the campaign assets we get, like the maps, tokens, all that cool stuff, and also just support the show and get the video a little bit early on Patreon. That's off of the Twitch platform, and also an MP3 file. You can go over to patreon.com/narrative declaration, or just go to narrativedeclaration.com and find everything that we have to offer for you. So thank you all so very much for watching today. We'll see you guys next time. So long. Farewell.
Yay!
That's right.
Hey.
Yeah. Right. Hey.